Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight.
What day is it?
It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, it is Wednesday, it is Wednesday, it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dude.
Maybe it's DJI, maybe it's not. Maybe it's DJI, maybe it's not. Oh well. Whatever issues you have with the DJI system, you can expect to have the same issues. Maybe it's DJI, maybe it's not. Maybe it's DJI, maybe it's not. Oh well. Maybe it's Boxnet, maybe it's Avatar, maybe it's Avatar. You don't know. Maybe it's Boxnet, maybe it's Avatar, maybe it's Avatar. You don't get to know. Maybe it's Fat Shark. DJI's community driven. Don't get to know everything you want to know when you want to know. You guys don't get to know. That's life, dude. That's life, dude. It's tough, dude. You don't get to know everything you want to know. You aren't part of the organization. Community driven. You guys don't know everything. We will tell you everything. Community driven. No. WALDOH. It's coming. Sit tight.
You have to be so on top of the world right now.
It's pretty exciting. I mean, it's you work a long time, work a long time. I thought it was actually fantastic that DJI released a pair of goggles that was. We wouldn't have these systems if it wasn't for DJI. We wouldn't have vision if it wasn't for DJI. We wouldn't have these systems very close to what my vision was.
Nobody can dispute that.
I have the vision clarity. We wouldn't have their engineering if it wasn't for. We wouldn't have good pair of goggles.
Nobody can dispute that.
DT0 was an amazing system, but I love DJI. DT0 was low latency, but I've come to appreciate link quality. Work a long time.
When digital came out, it felt like Fat Shark struggled a little bit to find its footing.
Avatar, box there.
If it wasn't for
Avatar, box there.
we wouldn't have good pair of goggles.
Nobody can dispute that.
I thought it was actually fantastic that DJI released a pair of goggles that was.
Good God.
Ready, guys? Just ready.
All right. What up, y'all? Welcome to this week's B2P. Thank you for joining us. What is up? Sorry. I'm dying. I've been laughing at the chat all night. It's amazing. What's up, chat? How the fuck y'all doing tonight? Shout out to the pilot of the week this week, the one and only Mr. Gauss. And happy birthday to the one and only Woodchuck FPV. Happy birthday. Shout out to Risco and Waldo for the intros and all that jazz. We love y'all. We're glad to see you this week. Let's go. What up?
What up?
What's going on?
How is everybody? How about them battery straps? Holy shit.
They're busting.
Battery straps be busting for real though. No cap.
What up, chat? What up,
Venture Fly?
This week, y'all have a good week.
Thank you.
Venture Fly in the house. AJ Maz, Asylum. What's going on? JS.
What's going on, everybody?
Yo, so the question actually, before we even get even too crazy, like, I'm gonna ask Risco since he's in the chat. I'll have to answer. Do we have any clue if that link in the firmware page on GitHub is that a troll? Like, we're just trying to figure out what the hell's actually going on here. Have y'all seen this?
It's gotta be.
Because number one, like, so the post I saw was like, here's the firmware and blah blah blah, something about it being open source, and there's a GitHub and all this shit. When you go to the GitHub, there's some stuff there, and I didn't try to get too deep into it, but not really like open source code. And then there's a link to that video, which I think is just fucking amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. I just thought it was hilarious. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So random.
Definitely a troll, though, right?
Dude, I randomly found it. It's not like listed as anything. It's just
random for sure.
Random fucking. Yeah, dude, it was random. I literally was like, I saw the post on Facebook. I clicked on it. Go to GitHub, you know, as we do. And it's like blah, 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 blah. And then random unlabeled YouTube link at the bottom of the page. So I click on it and it takes you straight to Risco's page, which
that has got to be the funniest
fucking
shit
hysterical.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Where did you randomly find it there?
Yo, it was. Say what?
Where did you find the post?
The post was actually in Walk Snail. I think it was in the Walk Snail group or one like, and it's like it looks very like. I wasn't sure if it was official.
So if you get a huge boost in views over the next few days,
yeah, you know exactly where that shit's coming from. I mean, I've already shared it with 20 people at least. So.
Yes. That was great.
Fucking hysterical. So I don't know. It will be interesting to see what comes or what it is.
Absolutely.
But the firmware update for Walksnail looks pretty all right.
It looks pretty fucking legit.
Yeah.
I mean,
what is included in it? I haven't looked at it.
It's just better quality. I think it's less Minecrafty is the best way I could describe it. It definitely looked more. It looks very much on par with DJI 25.
I mean, Tommy was saying he thought it might even be a slightly better.
I mean,
the Notion.
Well, look. Every time I hear somebody every time I hear somebody say that, though, I would say you would have to watch DJI on OLEDs. Otherwise, you're never going to have a fair comparison.
But that's not the comparison. Is apples to apples. These goggles versus these goggles. This system versus this system. There's no way to put DJI on OLED because they don't. We're talking about
link quality, though. Yeah, I mean, if you're just talking about link quality, then that's one thing. But optical visual quality, like if you were to take the same link and put it on OLED somehow, that would be a fair comparison.
Yeah, maybe that's a fair comparison, but that's not a realistic comparison. Because
probably a comparison we'll be making in the near future with whatever DJI comes out with.
I mean, there's word on the street is that Walksnail's going to release a fucking module, and if they do that, I will have to give them big props because that is honestly the thing I wanted from DJI the entire time from the day they announced it until now. I was like, if you guys would just put out an HD link module that we could just use with whatever fucking goggles like we're used to.
That's what I originally thought we were gonna get, like before DJI started coming out with their
here's
stuff.
The fucking dumb thing. They could charge $600 for the fucking module, and we would all suck its dick.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? They could literally, like, if I could throw that bitch right onto my fucking Orcas right now, $600 all day, all the way.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Where's that?
I don't know if I would spend that for my regular.
A fair price, I think, would be about $400. But look at just putting this out there.
I'm just simply stating. Obviously, that's exaggerated. Like, I don't want to pay $600.
Right.
No, but people would.
Right.
Yeah, but if I had to, I probably would.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
on some Orcas, absolutely. I personally wouldn't. Like I said, I wouldn't do it on my HDOs. Maybe HDO2s, but
I mean. One thing you could do, actually, okay, I'm going to put this out here because I just had a little brainstorm. Look the fuck out. If you were to, if somebody gets the HD, if somebody gets the HD, the Dominators, right, or whatever, and and so like the Dominators and then the upcoming HD0 goggles are going to have HDMI in, which is pretty clutch. But anyways, they're the same screens. All right, they're the same exact. It's the same screens, right? So optical quality, and like. Optics notwithstanding, whatever, the screens should be one for one, so they're definitely apples to apples. But anyways, if you could get a similar OLED panel, and you could use DigiView, or you could use something like DigiView or something like fucking wide FPV to get a feed out of DJI to get it into a pair of OLED goggles, and you could get a fair image quality comparison that way.
Sure. Well, I mean,
at least close. It won't be perfect.
To be honest with you, it's probably that's the difference.
I just think
that's to imagine just the contrast alone, LCD versus
OLED.
OLED is that's where
it's just a richer image, and
it'll just feel more sharp, even though it's not really. It's just more contrast, better blacks. But again, I think that's something we'll be arguing about in the next few months.
I think it'll be interesting to see where it all goes, for sure. And I hope Walksnail does put out a module, to be honest. But I'll be honest,
But I think it's going to be apples to apples, 720 to 720. The signal's probably very similar. Right? But the 1080p, whatever that signal is,
well, I think
until they're outputting it at 1080p full res, then...
The funny thing is and this is not reality or by any means, but it'd just be funny if like the DJI high quality mode was 1080p the whole time. They just never told anybody. But I mean,
it's probably something off of that, right? Like it's something slightly smaller, but almost.
But you just pay for it in the latency, so it's not really something a lot of people.
Well, it's not really viable.
Yeah,
I tried flying the DJI in high quality mode yesterday, and it was terrifying to try and fly freestyle that way. I don't know how.
Oh, yeah. Well, the only thing I would think that would even be kind of for is something like an Alta or something like that. Some big heavy lift that's not moving at any, you're not making sudden hard movements where, it's much more out in the open.
It's going to be interesting to see where the DJI Ronin digital link goes and what we can people can tap into that. That seems pretty cool.
The wizard is supposed to teach you to fly. It's
a wizard had a fist.
it's the right to every FPV pilot since 2018.
Hit the deck. What up?
Hit the deck. What's going on?
Wizard 220, man.
So yeah, I mean, it seems like at least one thing I can say about Walksnail over DJI is like they're already kicking out updates. They're kicking out firmware. So hopefully we'll see.
That's the way DJI was when they first backed out. It was shit the first day. The next week, it was getting better. 2 weeks from then, it was even better. Then they came out with a 1200 milliwatt.
And then it just stopped.
It
just stopped.
Well, it's
really
like Fat Shark.
serious.
Think about it. Like Fat Shark had no competition. So why keep adding more or making it better when there's nobody even fucking close?
Well, Fat Shark is always known for being behind. How long it took, a matter of fact, they didn't. How long it took for another third-party company to come out for a new firmware update for the DVR to improve DVR quality. And it wasn't even done by them. It was done by TrueRC. But it shows their track record.
You talking about for Fat Shark?
Yeah.
Does anybody in chat have the new system?
Yeah. Is anybody rocking those Dominators?
Don't call me Shirley.
I'm kind of waiting. If I was gonna do it, it would probably be the Walksnail. I would just wait for Walksnail goggles, the Avatar goggles.
But like,
well, I want to wait and see if they drop a module. Like that's what I would.
Yeah,
wait
well,
for.
I mean, if that's a possibility, I would.
I'm curious. I'm curious about spectating with the new system. Is it just as bad as DJI, or is it better?
As of right now, it doesn't work. We don't know.
Then
there you go. It's just like DJI. Then
does it not work? Is that confirmed? Does anybody actually know that?
Not
I have
too
no
sure,
idea.
but from the reviewers, I'm going by reviewers, not because anybody's had it, but I haven't mentioned anybody about the playback, spectator mode, and some of the reviewers say it doesn't work. As of now, maybe the newer firmware has.
Yeah, I wonder if the firmware update changed that.
I'm assuming it has to because I don't think I think Oh My God did his own personal review. He did a new video up today as far as with the new
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. He was talking about he kind of before we started the show, we were talking about the goggles, and after the firmware update, Tommy was saying he might think they're slightly better, and again, that's where the OLED conversation came from.
Yeah,
yes,
totally.
You're right.
I mean, I had no doubt that people would like the goggles based on what I just saw in the screen spec. To be honest, like I was like, as long as your link quality is in the ballpark.
Jan, what's up, brother?
I think the biggest thing they overlooked was an HDMI in on the goddamn things or what. Like,
yeah.
That's like
that's interesting.
Because like some people
they had to save something for V2.
Some people like to use them with their Sims and shit, and those are great displays for that. So, I mean, why not, right? I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't start with the non-dampening mode. Dampening mode. Possibly the most confusing option to turn on or off in BL Heli of all time. Non-dampened mode.
I never want to talk about non-dampening mode ever again.
Because it's like it has to be on, but the option has to be off. But it has to be on, but it has to be off. But it has to be on.
Like, do you want it on? Like, yes, you want it on. So turn it off. Wait, what?
And analog.
Turn it on.
Yeah,
turn it on.
High and by to speak. What the hell you give me high and by for? So, thumbs up and I guess a fuck you. I guess I don't know.
Goggles on Sims. I tried that when I first started flying, and then got like really uncomfortable after 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Some people really enjoy it. Some people do. I'm not one of those people, but some people do.
I get hot because I even flew like I use my.
Well, that's like VR.
Yeah, you get switched up. Like, my brother has an Oculus, and 20 minutes is using that shit.
Your eyeballs are sweating, dude. Your actual eyeballs are sweating. You're like,
it's like, what the fuck?
My eyes,
this thing on my face that long.
Technically, the Fast would be good, or the Sky Zones, or the Orcas that have fans, so it keeps you kind of cool. But the Orcas, oh hell no, you're
not in this heat.
I mean, the Oculus, the Oculus is the bullets, bro.
Only clever ducks
Oculus
stay where
or
there's warm.
Oculus.
Who knows what he's talking about anymore?
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't disagree.
Don't encourage me, please.
So anyway, new firmware update for the fucking Dominators. Looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it's definitely a step in the right direction, and it definitely looks, like I said, it looks very close to DJI at 25 mils.
Look,
and I would definitely give
it competition.
So it'd be interesting.
Yeah. Also, I'm trying to root for Orca, but when the hell are they gonna drop their?
They're not.
They're not.
I just don't expect it. They've been completely silent, which usually says it all. Something stalled. There's some kind of issue. Anytime they run into some kind of big issue that backs them up, they generally just.
At least they didn't say we're going to do.
They're just doing work.
They're doing they're taking what I call the black magic design approach of it's ready. It's ready when it's ready. And and that's kind of where they're.
Well, I mean, they didn't say it's ready when it's ready. They did kind of put a bit of date on those things when it.
They said fall, right? Though they said this fall. So I mean, it's not even really.
Wasn't it fall from last year though?
No. The latest shit was everything I saw was pointed to this fall. So if this fall comes and goes and we don't see no shit from Orca, then we can all fucking call bullshit.
I mean, we just hadn't heard anything.
We got this button ready.
The only updates I get from Orca are
bullshit. Exactly. But the key word is what kind of fall? Because remember, they're in Croatia, right? Is it their fall? Is it Aussie fall? Because if that's the case, then
it'll be whatever's convenient for them, right? Like whatever is more.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out there.
But again, radio silence. Like no questions answered. No.
But they
just like I said, just.
No.
Well, totally bit them in the ass last time, so I understand why they're not saying shit. Be honest.
Sure.
But I'm also not trying to get my hopes up, so I'm just denouncing it.
If anything, it gives them, with all the releases and what is happening right now, it gives them
get ahead of it.
It gives them
they're up against. Change it up as needed.
Change it up if they need to.
50 cents.
I mean, that's the challenge. Is like the Orca V2 screens. I don't know what the resolution is on them, to be honest, off the top of my head. Or I don't know what they're capable of, but they are nice OLED displays. So
they do look good, yeah. Especially when you match it up with the right analog camera. Retell, shameless plug.
Retell.
Waldo, if they come out with the module, we can talk more about the goggle.
Can we talk more about goggle dick sucking? Only on his OnlyFans. Subscribe to Only Arties. Fucking
Only Primes.
The Only Primes. Look at that Only Primes. If you want more of that, you gotta pay. that's where the money comes in. Free. Yep. See, I'm his agent.
Thanks. Man. I don't even have to answer these kinds of fucking questions. Talk to my agent.
I miss social media. OnlyFans, one thing.
I'm ready for some HD demons, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna wait. I just want to see everything now. It's like I want to see HD Zero's offering and what that looks like with their own goggle, and if they're able to up the ante.
I mean, I think it's gonna just be the slow, steady crawl for HD Zero. They don't seem to be in a rush to, and let's be honest. I mean. 720, 1080, blah, blah, blah. I mean, most people are comfortable right around 720. That's all you really need. A good fucking solid 720. Let's go.
What do you mean muffle filter, Spigus?
I mean, I've tried to put a sock in his mouth a couple times, but...
Oh, that was a sock?
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. I'll cut a bitch.
What up, Aces? Aces, are you gonna jump on the walk snail shark things?
Avatar? Walk snail Avatar shark?
Isn't Avatar big blue people?
Dominator Avatar shark? Yes.
James Cameron.
They are.
Are those by James Cameron?
They are by James Cameron.
James Cameron, yes. They're gonna give every goggle's gonna include like the only epic sound album, soundcore.
Well, what's really going to happen with the avatars is you're going to be able to actually be the drone. So you could just ultimately live life through the drone.
Living on the edge.
I mean, it could be cool. I mean,
living on the edge.
Some of us fly to escape.
That is true. That I can definitely agree on.
Maybe permanent one day. I don't know.
Is that a butter knife or a jelly spreader?
So, speaking of crazy shit, what about the LED panel for the DJI goggles? You guys all see that shit?
I can't lie. I want it to be awesome and not fuck with anything. Because it looks cool as fuck. Like, if I was, if I was fucking eating drugs and going to party.
If I was raving while flying, I might buy them for something completely else.
Think about if you're like light painting, like doing some of that shit. Like that could be cool.
Those goggles could make for some sick Halloween costume editions. Because you can make any kind of fucking suit you want. Because you got FPV, you could just set up an FPV system like right on your chest, so you could see whatever fuck you want. You could make crazy elaborate fucking helmets and shit.
Set a vest on top of the goggles like this with a battery, and just walk around with that shit going boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
it'd be sick, dude.
Like I said, it looks sick as fuck. I'm kind of with Chad as far as I wonder about the RF situation, if it affects.
Well, I mean, it's just a faceplate. It's not like it's like.
Yeah, but the LEDs themselves, depending on how
LEDs they generate RF.
Board, they throw harmonics.
Especially it heavily has to do with the power supply, right? And I'm sure they didn't put no big, nice, balanced power supply in there, so it's probably noisy as fuck. But
it's $130. That's a little much.
$130 could eat a bag of what? I'm not paying.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Well, hopefully that means the power supply is fucking decent.
It's yeah. Well, no, it's got LEDs. it's got the ability to do stuff like besides just making like blinky.
Alone, it makes it good.
Blinky. Yeah, it's full on Dead Mouse helmet. That's right. Some Matty Blunts, Space Bunnies. Let's go. That's what we want.
Her life.
Definitely is cool though.
Peace, love,
it may not fucking like the RF those LEDs generate probably wouldn't be anywhere in the same spectrum, but
I mean, you wouldn't be able to use the same patches anymore.
Well, that's the downside. And if you are to put any kind of patches on there, you're not going to see the screen anymore, so it becomes pointless.
Yeah,
one way or another. I mean, it's gimmicky and cool, and I'd definitely slap it on my raver costume.
Well, remember
that's what I'm saying.
LEDs?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Just walk around wearing FPV all night.
I mean, dude, just throw some googly eyes on there.
As long as it would go to the music that I have in my AirPods while I'm flying, let's go.
Well, that's what you better have patch antennas.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah, I guess you can.
Blinky screen mask on Amazon for $10.
I wonder if it does have
just
some built-in antennas.
I think what everybody listening needs to do, we should do a GoFundMe for this thing. We should get an operation where everybody wears green screen suits and gets footage of themselves. Like, I'm just putting that out there. I have an idea. I have a vision.
Just so, in case there's anybody in chat that doesn't know what the hell we're talking about, here's a link to it in chat.
Oh, the Luminary thing? I think I gotta
just pull up the video.
No antennas.
Is there a video?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a video.
Great.
Oh, there is a video? I'm on the
you haven't seen the video? That's why it's so cool.
Wait.
I haven't seen the video, no.
Oh, well, you're going to like it even more once it does that.
Oh, I don't want...
So, here, let me bring this up on the Hootenanny here.
It's on that link that you...
Is it in there?
Yeah, it's
in
that link.
Yeah, go to...
All right, so this is what we're talking about anyway. This is the Luminaire Cybermech LED visor for your DJIs.
Do you pulling up that vid? Or do you need that link? Because I'll send it to you.
I'm playing it, I think.
Yes,
is it going to the stream?
Yeah.
You guys tell me. I don't know.
That shit's awesome.
I mean, it comes with like 20 presets. I think you can make your own.
The total fucking Daft Punk. We're probably gonna get a copyright strike for Daft Punk.
Right, there's Daft Punk right there. Oh, it's kind of Daft Punk.
It's full on Tron soundtrack.
Yeah. That's good. I'm in. Yeah. I'm in on that. That's how they sold me.
Get some menacing
I was into Daft Punk for fucking ages.
Look and see.
First time I saw Daft Punk was like in '94.
No shit, really?
Yeah, in Wisconsin. Dude, we used to play raves together back in the day before they were blew up. It was crazy. Yeah, back in the fucking...
Damn, that's nuts. Anyway, that shit is cool.
It is cool.
And when I worked for Mr. Kravitz, they were on the same label at the time, so I got tons of fucking Daft Punk shit. And and they would come through the studio every once in a while. It was cool.
French people.
It was EMI Records in France. That's where we used to rehearse in Paris.
The Daft Funk, the French duo. Yes, before they broke up.
Yeah, that would be sick, Drone Droid.
It would be.
Ooh, Drone said it right in his mic. Yeah, the mic for the EQ. That'd be dope. Be talking, that fucking thing is looking.
Who knows? Maybe it does because there's a phone app.
With Bluetooth, I guess.
For all we know, it could have that.
That would be dope.
And I can see yeah.
Look, they got ducks. That's it.
There you go. There's some LED.
I saw a couple ducks.
There's your bass meter right there.
There we go.
Yeah. Look, there you go.
I love that.
There's got to be a link to music or something.
Imagine. It'd be better if we work with link quality. What's the link quality from the?
There could be a little mic on the board, to pick up the.
I bet there is.
Yeah.
Or just built-in software. Like say you're playing Spotify, maybe it picks up the sounds your actual phone's making.
That'd be dope.
Kind of like how your my LEDs work.
Maybe. I don't want my goggles connected to my phone while I'm flying, though, dude. Like, in no way, shape, or form. Fucking nothing. Let's see. All right, anyway, so what do we got? We got this thing, goes on front of DJI. It's $130. You plug your power. There's a power through. Is that what? We got a power cable. Got a mode button, LED display. You guys can
the microphone.
You guys can do the little thingy if you want to scan their QR code, but there's the app where you can make your stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Ugg said wait. We gotta wait.
Music rhythm.
What are we waiting for?
The rhythm is coming.
Yeah, I kind of dig it too.
Yeah, it looks like it does actually, Greg, to be honest. It looks like you can play music and get beats on your goggles off your phone.
It probably reads your whatever your phone's got for music or something like that.
Oh, well, then it'll do exactly what I'm
No, it says microphone rhythm right here.
Oh, sick.
So I think, you can play it music or you can just use the mic.
You could absolutely do that, Bugs.
Yeah, we did mention that, Bugs. You could definitely go to a rave.
That's totally what I'd be doing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
It's like $130.
Costume out of that.
That's actually something we could use for something else. I don't know. I'd put it on my goggles, but yeah. To be fair, if fucking DJI had a tiny whoop board, it would totally fit in a tiny whoop race. But would they have all the reflective, tunnels and shit, and crazy? You ever when you have a good tiny whoop course, it's full of crazy shit, right? So, yeah, those would definitely fit there.
Yeah, Bugs, as long as you have a way to power it, you can put it on anything you want.
And if you're sure you go to a rave, you just take your camera and do this. You can
just need a little battery.
Yeah, and you bring it up like that so you can watch above the crowd or below the crowd or
what I was saying
is those old Sky Zones with the camera on the front. Just drill a hole where the camera is and then mount it up.
There is space behind the goggles. I think the DJI goggle, half that shit's empty.
Yeah,
of course it is.
That's why people stuff their badges in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't fart. Imagine farting. Still got going.
It's definitely gimmicky, but it's got that cool yet gimmicky feel to it. You know what I mean? It's
it's like those fucking lighted.
I feel like a quick trip to Akihabara though. You could knock this shit up for about $20. You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying earlier. That's a hell of a markup for some LEDs.
Yeah, I mean it's probably a little low. It's a little low res screen. What up, Forevermore?
It is a markup though, because I've seen LEDs like that. Those kits for cars, on Amazon, and they're like $20.
Of course, it's a markup. It is get FPV. Not only that, they're also going to tax you 14 times
just to get it here,
and then charge you shipping and tax on that shipping.
And that's before you hit that's before you hit the buy now.
Your face is a stuff patch.
Whose face? Your face?
Gimmicky, but cool.
Tech pink ear.
Who
Farting sweet.
A nice wet fucking stinky fart when you just jump into your fucking 120 degree weather.
Why are we talking about farts?
Because Waldo started. It's a farting.
That doesn't mean you have to engage, you knob.
Waldo,
yo, shh.
Waldo.
You can have a chat in chat. Oh Jesus!
Yo, give me a finger again. I cut a bitch.
He said I'm gonna cut that motherfucker off. I get it, man.
Threaten people with his butter knife.
Yeah, this thing.
Okay, for fun, I don't even know where we're supposed to be anymore. What time is it? All right.
Is it quad time?
Nope. There's no cat.
Not yet.
Cat is definitely coming. She's already touched base earlier today.
She's like, "Hey, is this shit?"
She was like, "What's up with these?" She's like, "What's up with these fucking guys?"
She's like,
what's up with these fucking guys?
Don't worry.
When she comes on, just say, "Guys, it's 12 midnight. Let's watch some videos. Just throw the fuck up her night."
Okay, I'm into that.
I love how the chat's just combusted into fart talk. It's y'all go. Y'all can roll with that.
That is a nice jelly spreader.
Sweaty, milky fart.
All right. Well, let's see. So we got 10 minutes.
What is a milky fart, brother? I mean, I have what the fuck?
I don't know. It just gave me the chills. The whole
Yeah,
like what?
Throw up in my mouth a little.
Oh,
yuck.
Jesus Christ.
That's non-dampening for sure.
That is definitely not damped mode.
That is exactly no filters turn on right there.
Game of bike.
Yeah.
No cap.
No cap.
Bicycle. I like to
So, speaking of bicycles, Greg, tell us about your recent fleet being all switched to fucking 6S, brother. You loving that shit?
Oh hell yeah! I have 4 active quads that run. 3 out of 4 I've gotten switched over to 6S now.
That's a 6S heavy fleet.
Yeah, I just got my Bandolero flying again. I got one of them G4Ns, the one with no OSD because there's no OSD chips.
Brian Kirby.
I mean, flies nice, still working on the tune though. But I got the Blackbird V3s on there.
Oh shit, those new Axis.
Yeah, they fucking so much fucking power.
I bet what did you say, 2125s?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like them. I don't know if I like them more than the Vrooms though. I'm thinking I like the Vrooms a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more tame at the top end, but dude, they're just fucking smooth and responsive at the low end.
Hell yeah. That's what I like.
And you still get plenty of punch, but not nearly as much as those 2207s with the Blackbirds.
How are they on your batteries?
The Blackbirds?
Yeah.
They just ruin them.
I love the face that you made. They just ruined them.
That's true.
Like the most honest review you've ever seen. They just ruins them.
Get on it.
But other than that, man, fucking a lot of fun to fly. Definitely.
Yeah. Right on. So
hang time like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So what 3 quads do you have outfitted? And
you just do motor swaps on them? Mostly?
Yeah, I did a motor swap. Added a flight controller back onto my Bandolero, and then I had a KISS V2 build that's probably one of my oldest quads that still runs. I had some 1750 kV Armatan motors laying around. I just threw it on that and put all new caps on it, and I haven't really flown it much though. I just kind of did it to do it.
Hell yeah.
It actually flew like shit when I first flew it, so kind of just shelved it. Like it flies. Work on it later.
Yeah, I can understand that. I still have to. I've only got one working. Well,
my next one, I got to switch my Kin FPV frame over to some 6S motors. Those still have the 2800 kV fucking Blackbirds, the V2s.
Is that a KISS build? Yeah.
It is a KISS build, yeah.
It's the downside of KISS, man.
Yeah.
They need to add that shit. They really just need to add that shit. It's so silly. Like,
yeah, I asked somebody if the FETEC Alpha firmware has a motor output limit option, but nobody got back to me on that. Nobody answered me. If anybody in chat's used it and knows, then
you can throttle
maybe
limit.
I'll give that a try. But
the challenge is, like,
let a homie know.
A lot of people would use throttle limits in the past. You can tune down.
I could,
but
yeah,
you could get to fly. Bones in the fucking chat. He flies high KV.
Bone, is he in the chat?
Yeah,
he is.
But
Bone, you fly high KV 6S, like 2800 around.
The craziest rig I've ever put together was a 3000 KV on 6S.
Jeez.
They had those gorilla motors on it. Remember those big bastards?
Fucking eye
those
twist.
big,
Jesus.
dude, 3000 KV on it was on one of those FURC core frames, racing frame. That motherfucker was a rocket ship, dude. 120 easy all day. It was
it
insane.
that molded frame?
Yeah. The only reason I don't fly it much is because I couldn't. Well, I got into when I started thinking I wanted to get footy for some strange reason. I stopped flying it, but I want to rebuild it at some point.
Yeah, that was a cool frame. Yo, Maddie in the house. What up?
Maddie Bloods.
Oh shit, Maddie's here.
I definitely have a bunch of 4S motors sitting around now.
Well, I would
giveaway time.
I don't know if I would want to give away some of these motors. I mean, they're not in like giveaway.
To somebody who has nothing, sometimes they're better than nothing.
I mean, I got some Axis
Parts.
flying motors that I pulled off my Bandolero that are still nice. One of them's a little chonky, but still flies nice. But that's the reason I wouldn't want to give it. Okay, 2750 kV Gorilla motors.
Yeah, the Gorillas.
Pretty much the same thing.
Bone knows what's up.
Do you have to usually do anything special with that? Because I have a quad with 2800 kV motors that I would like to use.
Is that still on a Helio?
And not have to run much of a throttle limit.
That might be on that rig. Used to be on a Helio, I think. I ran 6S and 2600. Didn't seem very sustainable. Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't think so.
Without motor output limiting, you can, like I said, you can tune way down and get it under control, but it can be a little wonky. Yes, 3000 kV is a rocket ship on those Gorilla motors, man. That was the one thing I miss. Those motors. Those motors were fucking back in the day. They were tuning as a bitch. That's right. Yeah. Those motors were beasts. Yeah. They were beasts at the time. There was nothing comparable that would give us that kind. It was like, what's the stator size on those fuckers, Bone? Like 26, 25, something? I don't even remember anymore. At the time, everybody was running 2206s. And we're like running these 25X motors on 3000. Nice. Vroom 25 motor. So actually, well, we're not quite the game of quad. What's the props of the week? And what's y'all's prop of the week? What's the flavor of the week in props on 5-inch? Let's start with 5-inch.
F4s.
I'm on those HQ fucking juicy prop.
I'm using those right now too. I've been switching between those and the Gem Fan Spangs.
I've been just
extra caps. Dude, that's actually that rig I had was actually on a race flight. It was actually on a race flight setup, and it had 250 volt 2200s or so. Dude, fucking monster caps in it, plus caps all around. Bang.
You like the Spang
props? The thing, you want to hear the other crazy thing about that? Is that frame before you put the pack on it weighed 250 grams. It was 250 grams of all motor, literally all motor, and then you'd put a pack on it, which was like another 400, 500 almost, and send it.
Nice. When everything clears, I put his place in my order. So he's rocking like 12203
F3s, F4s,
2304, another.
What do your guys mean by F3s and F4s? What brand is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the F4.
Oh, Demons has a question. So if I run 4S motors on 69% output for 6S, I mean, you can do the math. We can do the math. You just have to tell me what the KV is, and we can just figure it out.
Yeah, there's a formula used to get the right thing. I forgot what it is though.
You can learn something a day, you bunch of.
Well, you take 4.2 times 5 times the kV, and that will give you the actual RPM, and then you can compare that to what they're meant to be on 4S and get a percentage of difference. Maths.
What's going on? Confused.
Maths.
Confused.
Maths.
What up?
What up, Kim?
What's Maddie's not well? Wait, what? Not well?
Not
Wait.
well.
Are you not well?
28.
I hope you're well.
Hope you well. Hope you didn't get bitten by any like Japanese.
2810s. I flew 2810s on 6-inch Spagoo, and they're awesome. But it adds 100 grams to your build comparatively, easily 100 grams to your build, as compared to a normal quote unquote 6-inch motor. At like I think I had 2607s on it.
I have a 25. I have a 2507. I think 1950 kV on a 5-inch, and I find that my whole entire like throttle scale is anywhere between 20 and 40%. Anything above that, and a fucking thing just wants to take
950 kV on 5-inch. That's probably ballpark.
Cat in the house. What up?
Steven said his target KV is 1900, his actual is 2305.
All right, guys. So we're gonna watch some videos now. You know,
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to those. Roll those videos.
Yeah, because the game of quad already ended, and I don't know who won. I think
your mom ended.
So, all right, so Trini, hi, Trini.
2810 on 6. It
is huge.
It is. That's what
Way too much.
When I rebuilt the 6-inch with the motors you sent me, actually, that's the lightest that build's been in about 5 years or some shit. I don't even know anymore.
I bet you could feel the weight.
Oh, bro, it's the nice thing about a 2810 on a 6-inch is when you hit the throttle, it just stops or it just goes. It doesn't care about anything. It just does not. It doesn't. You could be plummeting to the ground at full terminal velocity with a rock on you and blip throttle, and you will dead stop, and it just don't care. Until your ESCs catch fire, but that's
is that because of non-dampening?
It's definitely because of non-dampening.
No problem, AJ Mass. Have a wonderful night.
Good night, AJ.
AJ, peace.
Next time I swing.
Yeah, I mean, I actually still have those 3000 kV. I was going to use those 3000 kV motors for a wing, was what I was going to do with them, but I might put them back on the quad someday. 84% on throttle limit.
84. God damn, you're up there.
Yeah.
About throwing that needle.
Maths. Gotta know your maths.
Got to know them maths.
Trinity in the house. It's time for game. Where's Perry Earl, by the way? Is Perry Earl okay? We haven't seen him.
Perry.
Wait.
Blunt. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Maddie, is it cap or bussin'?
Those high KV builds be bussin' though, for real. No cap.
No, you do it wrong.
No cap.
Oh no,
we're gonna start our own Zoomer fucking slang here. We're gonna have no damp. No damp. That's just no damp for real though.
Oh, you crushing your gummies, bro? That's no damp.
Should be busting no damp for real though.
That's it, bro. No caps. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Bussin'. You gotta roll your lip. Bussin'.
Dab time.
Dabby time.
All right. Game of quad
Everybody
time?
listen to Asylum. Hit that.
I'm totally not prepared for this. All right, hold on. Game of quad time. Right.
See? Yes.
See?
Yes.
I can make the...
Gerardo Rodas has a question. He says, pimp sum at 1,000 is it necessary on EMU?
Pid sum? What?
Yeah. What?
Pid sum of 1,000.
Gummy no damp. Yeah, make sure your gummies aren't damped. If your gummies are damped. Pid sum 1,000 is it necessary?
I don't understand. We don't understand your question.
Saturation? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Risco's in the chat. He might have a clue.
Risco don't know nothing, bro. He only knows about that remix. Kidding. What up, Mr. Juan Solo?
The words coming out of his mouth do not necessarily reflect the opinions or thoughts of the rest. Alrighty. So we had Perry Earl setting up the game of quad for this week. Let's get into it, and it is dab time. Perry Earl up top, setting the trick.
Yeah, I did a 2507, but that was like years ago. Wasn't a fan of it then, man. I don't know. Maybe I gotta look back at it again. Oh, they're sitting right next to me too.
Game begins in 3, 2, 1.
The trick, he's in the corner. He's actually 20 for 20.
1 minute parking lot rip. That's it. So it's not really a trick. It's just like a.
That's the challenge. The challenge. It's the game of challenge.
You say you buffed the lower? Wow, it's like that. Not 20 for 20.
Send it to me, Spagoose.
Yo, but could I get a little more jello with that? I'm gonna bust his balls. Is that Quicksilver? Since he's not here, I'm busting his balls.
Watch me show up out of nowhere.
All right, our first contestant of the evening is Sprax. Here goes our poll.
Chad said get on his pole.
Please do.
His pole needs attention.
I'm old, Artie.
Okay, be careful with it.
Yep. Gotta be delicate.
Delicate with his pole.
He just lays flat like a possum and plays dead.
So again, exclamation point, vote, and the number of the person you're voting for. That is how you get on Chad's poll. But remember, delicate.
Delicately. Old.
661 in the house. What up?
I'm gonna end up in the hospital with a broken hip.
You're gonna see with the lifeline. I'm falling, I can't get up.
Chad's got pole lock.
Bro.
For the makers of jaw lock, we bring you pole lock. No, I think we're good. Trinity, maybe your feed is frozen. Refresh the page.
That shark wouldn't be the one to do it.
No, it's gotta be third parties.
It would be Walk Snail, maybe.
It'd be Walk Snail, yeah.
And if they wanted to take everybody's business, that's how they would do that.
Better a broken hip than a bent pole.
Touche.
Amen.
Touche.
I can't get up, but it can't
We got the Dark Lord himself. No, we got what is real. I'm totally lost. Who's up here?
That was
you.
The last one.
That was the duck.
This is what is real.
This is what is real.
That logo.
Yeah, you got using it. I'm kind of mad. You slacking what's real, bro. Come on, man.
Nice.
I guess he has it because he plays a lot of office parks.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Doesn't he?
If What is Real can't find a parking lot, there's a problem.
The world is coming to an end. I just still miss his DVR. I guess he's watching.
All right, I'm getting water. Hopefully it don't end before I get back.
Yep. You got 2 minutes.
Run, Forrest, run.
With that logo.
Still slipping in
We got you. Oh, he did it. We got you confused. Yes,
hey, now,
definitely.
amen to that. Confused.
Amen.
To all you bent pulled.
Waldo.
Oh, he used that song.
Nice.
I'm done with you, bro. I am so done with you.
Lock in that trippy. There you go.
This is possibly the best thing I've ever seen.
If he doesn't flip, I'm gonna fucking flip
out. He's really moving now.
Reminds me
like how he banks the turn.
When Vince got on the tricycle at Gravy's, man. This shit was hilarious. Amazing.
Yeah, I think Waldo, if you're listening, I think we need to have a sit down. We have to do some technical support. There's a lot of oscillation on P.
Yeah,
I think he might have crushed his gummies.
No
gummies, nom-damps, no cap.
He has some bent rims. Cause the oscillation.
Who this? Reckons?
See.
Oh, I can see.
You can see these. There's kids in the feet.
Sugma.
Sugma Oasis.
It's from the makers of Ligma.
Sugma Oasis.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Reckless getting down, bro. What up? All right.
My favorite kind of ending.
That was killer, yeah. All right.
Little flatland mode just to close it out.
No, he was spanging on the floor. Don't you know the new moves, bro? You're not up with the times, bro. Yo, he's not capping. He's busting.
Are we playing around too? Skinny arm. Get that skinny arm, everybody.
Boy, look at me. See how much weight I lost on my
That was awesome. All right, we'll start with Sparks.
I like that camouflage.
Start with the Sparks here.
Oh, you this one?
All right, so first up we got Sparks with his uncut minute.
Bro, that was hilarious. Yeah.
He was hurrying up because he was wearing his sandals and the ants were eating his feet.
Take my good hand.
Got Swift Duck.
The Dark Lord himself.
The Swifty to the Ducky. Look at that. If he shits his pants, the bathroom right there where he could. Here.
It's a dope spot.
That's a fun one.
All right, we got what is
Don't
real.
forget, be delicate with the poll, but get on.
Get those votes in. Get those votes in. Exclamation point. Vote in the number. The choices are pinned to my poll at the top.
Is the poll upright or is it?
Yeah, we were just talking about that 661. We were just talking about the LED face. If you rewind it a couple 20 minutes or so, we were just talking about that. There was a whole thing about the not place.
What up, Marcel? Off Axis. What up, yo?
Well, I haven't seen you for a minute, Mr. Marcel. Hey.
Okay, what is real tearing this place up?
Yeah, ripping man. Shit. There's it's kind of a hard decision.
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
I don't know, but WALDOH's video seems very choice. I think, you know, except for those bent rims at the end. There you go.
He definitely got some oscillations.
Guys, this is not how you play a quad, guys.
I think it must be on silverware too. No, I'm just
He's on Hockey software.
I'm just bullshit. I'm just fucking around.
He's on that GT tune.
It's the beauty of game of quad. You could easily win riding a bike.
He's riding that Papa X.
Oh shit! Let's just sail it. All right, can we lock this thing up right now?
Oh, dude, Matty Blood sweats.
Yep, it's done. Come on, everybody, do it.
But Waldo.
You already did. Racketson fucking shredding this man. Super Deluxe in the house. What? Oh.
Super Delizzy? Good shit. That's all I can say. Good shit.
Solid landing.
Y'all fucking killed it. It was amazing. I think there's gonna be a clear winner though. Holy shit.
Matty Blunts.
Matty Blunts. We have to bring out the wheel of destiny.
Bring it out, bring it out.
Yeah.
Okay, Chuck Norris on the low.
Chuck. So what else is going on?
Chuck Norris took a trip to Mars.
So we had
colonize it.
We had the Get FPV fucking Daft Punk visor.
Hell yeah.
Anything else? So did we talked about Try FPV a little bit, didn't we, last week?
No.
I don't remember.
Try P, sorry. Try P.
Trip FPV.
Trip FPV, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, that thing.
We tried it. We talked about it post.
We were talking about
I'll
it.
download it. Y'all tried it though. Y'all played it.
I've been playing it a little bit. Yeah, had a little bit of fun with it.
Let's get the rundown.
Bring out the wall. Bring out the wall of blunts.
I think definitely if they stick to their development plan and have multiplayer coming, they said they were going to do it, and as long as they stick to that, I think it's going to be awesome. I think that the AI stuff is a little predictable at the moment, and it would probably get old after a while, but you could definitely cut your teeth on a lot of stuff.
Like pasta salad?
Yeah. Rocks too.
Yeah.
But see, the biggest thing I noticed was the scale. Greg and I talked about this a little bit. The scale seems off. The overall speed of things seems off. Like when the base jumper takes off, like it is literally like in slow motion to like Mach 1000 in the blink of an eye. Like it is. There's very little. You know, of course they're gonna.
There's no like real gradual increase to that terminal velocity. It's like
it's like zero.
It's like from 0 to more than terminal velocity.
Like, bro, with the
within a second.
With the 5-inch, I couldn't even see it anymore. I was like getting ready to take off, and I'm like, where did it go? Like, where did he go? He's just gone, just gonzo. I had to build a 10-inch, so the interesting thing about it is they let you scale props up to 10-inch. They let you play with the prop pitches and all sorts of different things. And you can theoretically put together quads that aren't physically possible. Like, I built a 250 millimeter 10-inch quad that did like some ridiculous speed, and I could still barely keep up with the wingsuit guy at full tilt. It was unreal.
That's insane.
Yeah, and like
and even some of like the dirt bike jumps that they had, like where it would jump off a ramp and then off a cliff and then parachutes. And it was like you follow the rider, and then like he gets to the very top of the ramp.
And slow down.
It's like it almost slows down, and then he launches like into the air way further and faster than he physically should.
The physics just aren't linear.
Quite there.
Yeah, they're just not smooth the way you would. Quite there yet, yeah, but they're definitely close. Like the quad feels heavier than many other sims. So if you like that, if that's what you're looking for, you know, if you felt liftoff was floaty, I would say definitely give it a try, because it definitely feels. And there's a lot more. Whereas liftoff is trying to be a simulation, this is a little bit more of a gamey, fun thing. I feel like in certain regards, it just has that feel to it.
Is it what it feels arcadey?
No, it just has a little bit more. Like you can fuck with you can fuck with the physics a lot more, and like I said, build shit that you can't actually build in reality. Like there's no way you could mount.
Yeah, you can't tune a quad like you can in liftoff or something. There's no PID tuning. It's just you set your parameters for the type of quad that you want, and then put your rates in and go.
Put your rates in and go.
Let me ask you a question though. Are the physics I haven't played the game? Is it is the fixes tunable, kind of like the way DRL does with the weight and thrust vectors and graph?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, a bit of that. You can actually change the prop.
I didn't think I needed to fix too much of the gravity or anything like that.
Nah.
What fell off to me was or maybe it's a fact that these maps that they're using are so fucking big.
They're ginormous.
I'm not used to being able to just throw my quad in a direction for a mile and then just, you know, have no worry, like, and still freestyle.
Yeah, you don't hit the ceiling like liftoff.
It feels like a little off based on that. But I think that might be just something I gotta get used to based on the scale of the map and then the speed that you can fly, and there's no limitation for video or anything like that.
Although when
there's
you
no
hit,
like simulated video cutout.
When you hit the map's end, you literally hit a fucking wall.
Yeah, it's just smack right into it. And there's no ceiling.
There's no ceiling.
You fly around clouds at like 2,000 feet.
But that was the weird part, man, because like they literally let you just fly. Like you can go up to the hot air balloons and you can follow a dude will jump off the balloon and you can chase him down and you can reset it. You can set your starting position up there. That's the really dope thing is you can literally like put your starting position wherever you want on the map.
That's cool. That's different.
There's 3 maps currently. All 3 of them are fucking huge. Like 4 times the size of Hanover and Liftoff, the biggest map in Liftoff, like easily 4 times the size.
Way bigger.
Yeah. The scale is crazy though, because like when you go up, you can go up to the hot air balloons. It like takes fucking forever, you know, to get up there.
You can go well beyond that. You can go as high as to where like the map starts turning into like a small little square right below you.
I didn't go that high.
I sat there smoking,
just
holding the throttle up and just seeing, dude, it got so high. I'm like, I don't think it's ever gonna stop, man.
How long it took you to get up there?
Probably like 5 minutes to go up, and then another 15 minutes.
You
to
can
come down.
spend minutes moving around. Yeah, that's the crazy part about it, and it runs really well. The only thing I noticed for me anyways, was on my rig, I had some horizontal screen tear. Like the map is so wide, like the view is so wide, and I think honestly I was running 125 degree field of view on that, and then liftoff I'd probably run
I didn't notice anything like that.
It's probably a graphic driver thing is what I was guessing.
Did you ground the video card? Did you run a separate ground to common ground so like that you don't get no noise?
Yeah, the computer's VTX.
That was the only thing. It wasn't like crazy, but I definitely saw some artifacting. But it's on my older rig, so it's just and
yeah, it sounds like a graphics thing.
Yeah, it just felt like
you didn't set up your VTX table code on the graphics card.
Thank fuck, there's no VTX tables.
People are saying that like the graphics are like so real. Honestly, I don't think it looks any more real than Uncrashed did. And Uncrashed has some modes where
they're both built on Unreal.
It looks really fucking real at some points.
They're both built on Unreal 5, though. No, I thought they were both built on.
I'm not sure. I didn't look into the new one.
If it's from Steam, it looks like Unreal Engine.
I'm pretty sure it's Unreal 5. I think it's a great start for a new sim. That's what I will. That's ultimately what I would say. Like they've got a lot of really cool ideas. I think you could definitely, like, if you want to like chasing the rally cars around, like I said, just like sometimes when they make turns, they like basically slow down and then the car just kind of goes eat, like not really, like it just doesn't turn smooth. It feels very weird, and then so the fluidness of the motion, like when I was trying to like go like follow the MX guys on the motorbikes, like the way they accelerated and the physics felt a bit just not quite to scale right.
Yeah, I think that stuff's going to be worked on. I think it's like, here's this thing we got going on.
Dampen mode.
You can invest in.
You got to turn non-dampen off, bro. It can't be dampened, and it has to be off.
Nah, but let me ask you a question though. When you playing with your video settings, do you put it on the cap or bussin'?
Most definitely bussin'. There's more real than just.
You also got shader, filter, etc.
Yeah, sure. No, I think it's a pretty dope game. I think it's a really great start. I think it'll be.
Downloaded it
for $10-$11. I don't know if it was still on sale.
Yeah, it was $11.29.
Buy that shit. Why not?
Exactly. Well, that's what I did.
Support them, man. If you want to see cool shit like that grow, that's what you gotta do.
And I think right now they have an introduction price like $11 for the software. Mm-hmm. That's cheap, bro.
That's what we're saying.
Spend more money on props.
Captain fucking obvious over here. It's like the replay.
Pete and repeat. Can you repeat that again?
Pete and repeat. Yes. You gotta turn dampening on. Yes, definitely.
Non-dampening mode off. Yes.
Sí, por el dampening pagado. No lo pago.
I woke up to this shit. Like, I slept in today, and I woke up to this non-dampened conversation. I'm like, what? Wait, what? You're doing what now to your ESCs, dude? You're trying to dampen your ESCs? When is the next live game of
Get a wet paper towel, man.
2 weeks.
When was the last live game of quad?
When's our next guest? Do we have another guest set up?
Undetermined at the second.
So we could do it next week if you want. That's something you guys want to do?
Yeah, if y'all want to do live game of quad next week, we could probably do that.
Let us know, Chad. Remember, we have no lives on a Wednesday.
When guests are booked, I make sure everybody fucking knows.
Yeah, so I didn't think anyone was booked, so... Yeah, if everybody's down for Game of Quad live next week on Liftoff, I'm down.
Because Trinity brought it up, you have to start.
I'm gonna put Trinity on the calendar so she can remind everybody what the fuck's going on.
But this time she's got to grab a control and play with us. So
She's the only person around here that keeps us in check.
Boom. There it is. Speaking of getting in check, let's close this fucking poll.
Ramp up
That's
power
what she
1%. I wonder what that would even do.
Which bet won?
Not next week's my mom's birthday. Okay.
So
all right,
it's
2 weeks. Yeah, oh yeah. You can do that too. That's an
2
alternative.
weeks?
2 weeks?
Is that a TBS 2 weeks or real 2 weeks?
That's how the bookings go for the guests. It's 2 weeks.
Or is it 2 weeks flight 1 numbers?
We're not talking about flight 1.
Okay, sorry.
They don't register.
All right, so how those Giants doing this year?
Yeah, there you go. What else is happening? So the Sim's dope. Spend your money. I think that's happening. We'll give
it's definitely worth $11.
1 minute for the game of quad, but I think that's a clear, decisive bicycle.
So there's an IRL game of quad on the 24th in the Chicago area. Hit Waldo for the dates.
Oh, he says Chicago. So
are you guys going to stream it?
Don't forget to bring your bulletproof.
Wait, it's Chicago on the 24th. Somebody come get me. Well, I'll stream it.
Chad will film it IRL.
And then tried Dirty Wild and when it was
I think I'm
live stream it.
From here to Chi-Town is about 4.5, 5, probably.
You got that on foot. Start now.
Maddie! You want to go to Chicago? Are you coming this way? No, oh, seriously. Fucking,
Come this way. Fly this way. I don't know. Run the MC in Aerosmith.
I would never, I'm just going to say, I will never pass up the opportunity to go on a road trip with Mr. Matty Plutz. That's all I'm going to say. Never, ever. If you ever had the opportunity,
never, ever.
Get there.
Never, ever.
Never, ever?
Never, ever. Never, ever. Vote now or never vote forever, ever. Never.
Get on the poll now or never get on the poll again. Ever.
I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm sure Dad Bod will live it. I'll bet. Good deal.
Dad Bod.
Keep us posted. So I'm just wondering if I could actually theoretically somehow make it up to Chicago then. That'd be fun.
I mean, if you started walking now or hitchhiking.
I need to hurry up and fucking invent teleportation so I can go to these places.
Ask DJ. I bet he knows the route there. You could fucking hop a train and fucking get him moved.
Right? Hit a bot. Well, that's actually, I was just thinking, like, can I take a train to Chicago? I hate air travel. So it's looking like I'm going to have to travel to Las Vegas in September, and I'll be there for about a month. Taking care of, working with somebody.
Just remember what happens in Vegas, come back as an STD. Just go throw it out there.
It's been a while since I've been in Vegas. If I come back at all, it will be that would be
a good possibility.
There's a test. There's a real test going on there.
Going back and he's like a lobster. Yeah, it was a good time.
Dudes, you guys have no fucking idea. Yeah, I have shameful moments in Las Vegas, as many people do, but I never got arrested.
Surprise.
Surprisingly enough, I've kept my friends out of jail most of the time. I hate flying by air just so I can fly my toys in there. Yeah, I don't like getting on airplanes anymore. I really don't.
Still love it.
No.
I do.
I've only been on one once.
Bro,
you've been on a plane once?
I can't. One of these days I need to try to go back through all my shit, just see if I could figure out how many times around the world I've actually gone. Like in space, like
I mean, yeah. If I'd have gone that off
in space,
maybe.
Bro, I could probably have made it to Mars by now. And the amount of traveling I've done in my lifetime, it's insane.
I can only imagine. Bro.
I don't want to. I don't want. That's why I'm jaded. So don't listen. What I will tell you is, if you're young, especially single, and you have the opportunity to go travel the world, fucking get there. That's all I will say.
That thing.
Closing up the game of quad now.
When you're flying around the world, did you find your baby?
So, holy sheep shit. This is by far the largest victory.
Whoa.
Leroy Jenkins.
Damn.
We gotta give him a Leroy.
13 votes.
Overwhelmingly bicycle.
Bicycle.
Oh my god, I just ran in.
There we
All right,
so
get your next fucking shit posted.
So Waldo, the recap can just be your bicycle video. You don't have to do any work at all. We'll just put that up. That's dope.
So it proves to you guys. Look, you guys prove to yourselves. It's sometimes not about the content. It's not about, well, it is about the content. It's not about how you fly or where you fly or how you fly it. It's how you put the content out. He won by a bike slide.
Well,
that was awesome at the end.
Is Waldo the second or third person who's won by not flying?
Second,
right?
I think
Sparks was first.
Sparks did it. I think didn't he throw his quad or just run around with it?
He ran around with it. Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, and then Spagoo's almost won because he threw his quad or something like that.
So I guess stay tuned, Waldo. You can. It's a challenge. You can set whatever challenge you like.
Yeah, man, do whatever.
Doesn't have to be a trick. You can just be like, go ride your bicycle in the parking lot if you really want to.
20-minute ASMR video.
How many hot dogs can you stuff your face?
I'm really looking forward to another hot dog challenge or something really absurd. I think maybe meatballs. Can we do like
how many hot dogs you can? How many hot dogs you can stuff in your face?
Nobody's.
Put your goggles on and fly.
No.
Hey,
I don't want to see Good Gear get fucked up.
No comment.
Not about the content. It's about the content.
It's not about the content. It's about the protectives.
Trinity, take it easy.
We love you, Trin. Good night.
Good night, Trini, bro.
Bye.
Happy early mothers, and thank her for having you guys around.
Yeah, happy birthday to Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Wait, does that mean, are we not going to see you next Wednesday? Is that what you're telling us?
That's what she said. She said, fuck you guys.
I'm going home.
Cool. That's that cool. Mom loves me better than you. You know this, Trinity, bro. Come on.
You did. You changed the trajectory with your no-show.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Kim Fuse is going to have to...
Even Kim's agreed to it.
Kim Fuse is going to have to take up the slack for Cat next week if that's the case.
There you go, Kim. You've been inaugurated.
You're being nominated to keep us in line.
At 11, we must
At
be
11,
told it's Game of Quad time.
At 11 o'clock, you must be present for the Game of Quad.
Hot dog on drone flight. That's what I want to see.
Hot dog on drone flight.
Or actually, maybe you could do like place a hot dog in a bun via drone.
That's an interesting challenge.
And just like,
yeah, I don't know what you do, but
anybody
that could be hilarious.
Yeah. Anybody gets
or
hurt.
Somebody feed themselves.
No, somebody is getting. Plus, I'm sure there's an OnlyFans or something for that already. We don't need to.
No, I was more thinking about just ripping somebody's face apart with their quads.
You can just like line up a bunch of hot dogs standing straight up in a row, and then just cut
see
through
how many
them.
you can get through. Yeah.
Dude,
Hey, man,
a hot
that's a
dog
fucking thought.
Cutting challenge. Now that is a thought. How many hot dogs can you cut through with your quad?
Jesus.
I could swallow a whole pack of Oscar Mayer.
With or without the mask is the question.
Yeah. How does that work?
With or without the mask.
30 seconds of orbiting yourself while walking.
That's gonna get somebody hurt.
Hey, wear pants.
Let's do it.
Jeans. Let's go.
Somebody's definitely getting injured.
God, to put a whole new word to the word stuff in your face.
I like the hot dog slaughter idea. Although
I've tried to walk while flying before, and
the
it's
hot
hard.
dog slaughter sounds hilarious.
What are packs of hot dogs going
Oh,
for?
and wrapper. Oh shit. Now this
I want to see.
Rapper?
Yeah, we got to see. I'm sure there's an OnlyFans for this.
I'll be right back.
Is that a Patreon thing we got to do? What's up with that?
It's a Patreon, Cash App, Zillow.
I think Super Ducks, you got a wrench, you could drop his Patreon.
I feel like this kind of video will get a lot of views in the FPV community.
Which one?
Just like
which
a side
one?
profile view of a quad just coming across and slicing off a row of hot
Oh
dogs.
yeah, somebody get that. Who's what the Dragonfly camera? What name? The 940 fucking frames per second.
Oh
yeah.
Fucking hyper slow mo, some fucking hot dog slaughter.
Oh man, I'll sit there with the ketchup and just be like,
oh, 10-inch fucking hot dog slaughter. Let's go.
Wonder how many hot dogs I would need to go through.
I'm gonna have to make some hot dogs. I'm hungry.
Bro, what a mess.
They have to be those fucking like those Sam's Club, Costco fucking hot dogs that are, a fucking half pound of hot dog or a 10-inch to try to get through, like just to be long enough.
Go to your nearest Polish butcher and get the nice Polish sausages.
So she said.
No, we're not. We don't need to get sausages. Jesus Christ.
Were you gonna sauce with me? Want some ketchup on that sauce?
We're gonna do a haggis slicing contest.
Some sausage, some sauerkraut, some German sausages.
Some blood sausages.
Oh wait, we call that in Spanish. I'm throwing a brain fart right now.
Yeah. Now's the brain fart.
All right. Let's see. What else do we got? Let's see. What else is going on out there?
Morcilla. There we go. That's the key word. They call morcilla.
Fucking besides hot dogs.
This conversation is making it really hard to make direction. I can see that.
A slice of bologna, fried bologna.
Oh, actually, I gotta
mayonnaise and bread.
If I can fry that bologna, I'm in. Let's go.
Put some mayo on a sandwich and ketchup.
Fuck some mayo. That's gross, man. Gross.
I
you fucking ruin a good thing with some fucking mayonnaise, you fucking savage.
I'm not gonna lie. In this context, I think mayonnaise does not belong at all.
What?
Mayonnaise doesn't belong really on anything. Fuck mayonnaise.
Fuck mayonnaise.
If you hand me a sandwich with mayonnaise,
how can you be from the
I'm
South
gonna
though
think
and
of
not
you
like a
differently.
good egg salad, bro? That's the thing that fucks me up. Like,
you look at
these
it,
avocados, and I'm in.
Avocados? I'm definitely with
instead
you.
Of mayo, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you on the avocados.
Avocado instead of mayo.
Some people can't
It'll
fuck with
change
them
your
though.
life.
But there's a lot of some people can't take all of the goodness, the avocado goodness. They can't do it. It's because they are. I think they're heavy in calories or something. There's something that my sister in fact can't have too much avocado because it fucks up her diet.
They're high in cholesterol.
I'm fortunate to have not noticed such a thing, and say fuck it, give me those avocados.
I grew up on them things. You don't have no idea, bro. I just hate that
Mayo with a BLT. I can fuck with that.
You see, I don't do bacon, but
gross. Fucking.
Already has a severe mayo aversion, so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it out there. You're the
just don't vote me. Don't for me in for president because I'm executive ordering fucking
no mayo.
No mayo for me either.
Don't you want to ban on mayo?
Mayo spread on my body. There you go, mayo. Okay, we're definitely
watch the country divide. Fucking mayo and no mayos.
Garlic aioli.
I'll change fucking politics.
Now we're talking.
I feel like the bots are coming anytime now.
Yeah, they're coming.
That's what I'm trying to say.
When Spagoo said spread, I knew.
I'm pulling up the console, the band hammer. I'm gonna get the band hammer. I'm grabbing the band hammer right quick.
They coming.
Oh, I gotta give this to Waldo.
And all you fuckers with the aioli, your fancy mayo. Still fucking mayo. Gross.
No, fancy mayo is like Miracle Whip, and that's nasty. I hate Miracle Whip.
Spicy mayo, man. I don't know why people do
that's
that.
Delicious, bro. I like spicy mayo. It's delicious. Just saying.
John Mayo, he always has a new song coming out.
No.
John Mayo.
You have to understand. I come from a country where we have a thing called mayo ketchup, which is mayonnaise and ketchup put together, and we put that on tostones.
That's not from your country. That's like from fucking high school. Like every teenager ever.
That's from high school.
I grew up on that shit. And you go anywhere and everybody like fucking gives you like a condom and then
Okay, well,
all my friends used to gross me out with that shit.
That's
delicious. Like, what are you doing? It looks like fucking nastiness on your plate. He's like, oh, it's like mayonnaise and ketchup. It's awesome. I'm like, no, nothing about what you just said is awesome.
All right, so if you guys are gonna do a hot dog challenge, let's just keep the mayo out of it. I think we're agreed.
Please keep the fucking mayo out of it.
Come on, it's creamy.
I mean, for your own sake.
Yo, you can do it in the privacy of your own homes. Send it.
Yeah, just don't film it.
Oh, our OnlyFans.
Well, and if you're going to, keep that shit on your OnlyFans.
Make it a Patreon.
Make people pay for that
Patreon
shit.
exclusive for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I know exactly what fucking mayo is. I know it's eggs and oil. And individually, I eat eggs and oil.
You said Joe cell block C.
Super deluxe.
Mayo catch you.
Cell block C.
Sometimes.
Oh, you guys are on fire tonight. I love it. It's hotter than hell. I'm on fire. It's hotter than hell out here.
Demons gave his wife a hot dog challenge and she failed.
Oof.
You're lucky your wife is not watching.
Are you still married?
Not after that challenge.
Not after tonight.
That's always Demon's sense of humor.
Handed her the divorce papers right after she failed.
Fuck it, dude. Okay, so Super Deluxe confused. It is some deep childhood trauma, but
remind me that.
Yeah, Virgin, fucking Club No Mayo. We're gonna run the world, man.
Well, you see,
we're taking over.
The one thing, like, especially when you're in the South or you're in your hotter climates, bro, when people bring sandwiches with mayo and then they sit out in catering or some shit, dude, that is.
Yeah, when that shit starts to turn that fucking amber, clear color.
Yeah, man. How are you gonna assume everybody at the party likes mayo? And just put it on all
just
the
like
sandwiches.
fucking
Fuck out of here.
splooge on my.
If you're
sandwich.
making sandwiches, do not put mayo on them. Let people put them on there, or when they're ready to use them. Do
on
not,
the side,
fucking,
motherfucker. It's not necessary to put a fucking half gallon on a sandwich just because somebody forgot to say, "Hey, no mayo." Goddamn, I didn't want to swim, bitch.
Well, like I said, just like I've just done so many festivals and shit where I'm doing a gig, man. You walk through catering and the fucking sandwiches are like brown. Because all the mayo oil congealedness.
Wow. You get that nice cream,
Shut it! Shut! I'm muting you. One more word.
On the outside. Delicious, bro. Mayo get you for the win.
From Cell Block C. Chicago are famous for hot dogs.
And so is Demons. He makes his own hot dogs. That's awesome, man.
Out of Emu or Roo?
Aussie dogs. Emu dogs.
Emu and Roo?
Emu.
A little bit of both, probably.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I mean, hot dogs are just kind of just a mix of stuff.
The Mayo catch you, Virgin.
No,
we just learned about it straight out of Cell Block C in fucking Puerto Rican prison.
I'm done.
I think it might be time for a video or something. I don't know where to go from.
I think maybe just to save.
Oh my god! I don't know. We could talk about other shit over the videos. Let's go. Jesus.
I'm done.
I agree.
Cell Block C, Puerto Rican mayo ketchup.
That's the part that I'm visualizing. That's what makes it worse.
Oh my god. Congratulations, Waldo, for winning the game of quad tonight again.
Congrats. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, I don't even know. I gotta go compose myself after this.
Speaking of, I gotta find my conformal coat. I've misplaced it.
You misplaced conformal coating?
Yeah, a whole bottle.
Just going to, I guarantee it's probably in your.
That shit like uber fucking flammable too. Like, is it with all your stuff for guitars though?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
You probably confused with the lacquer.
Yeah.
You can actually use lacquer.
Yeah. Probably could.
I have in the past. Yeah. Nitro. Let's go.
How does lacquer hold up to heat?
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
What about like polyurethane?
Poly's fine.
Yeah.
Poly's fine.
Poly holds up. It doesn't melt back.
So when you're finishing a guitar from wood, what are your layers of stuff?
I mean, it's all nitrocellulose. I use usually a poly fucking primer, basically just something to help the nitro stick. Like a filler.
Have you tried using some warm mayo on
Sanding
it
sealer,
to keep it color and smooth?
Have you tried non-dampening it?
Yeah, I always have the.
You have to non-dampen a guitar.
Yeah,
do you
No
tune
cap.
by cap or do you tune by bussing?
Bussing, definitely. I mean, there's no question.
I'd like you to present this next song. It's in the key of bussin'.
I mean,
oh
when I'm buffing
God.
a finish, it's bussing. I'm definitely using the.
Greg,
bussing.
why do we have another unavailable video on our playlist?
Yeah, I know. I can't remember how to get rid of them.
It's called delete.
The what? It is.
You know, Demons,
No, I
it's
can't
not
delete it
so
if I
much
can't
that
see
it
it.
ages better. I mean, that's all a matter of preference. I mean, for me, it's just the repairability of nitrocellulose. I can lay it on really thin, so it's not going to, like, if I'm building an acoustic guitar that I have fucking spent hours tuning to a certain frequency, I don't want to fucking then come on, add fucking 50 thou of fucking finish to it and completely change what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's much nicer to be able to put 15 thousandths of finish on there. And
what does it detunes it? It mutes out
well,
the
it just
sound?
adds weight.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, especially if you're using poly and really anything, it's on a musical instrument like that, something that's vibrating.
Right.
Whatever's attached is either dampening or reflecting.
Non-dampened.
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 And I'm
non-dampened is off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We keep it off in the guitar world.
Okay, gotta ask.
I mean, yeah, the right tool.
Now I know. Future reference.
You just go back to the video, click save, and uncheck the playlist, I think.
You gotta remix it for them, Risco.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it right now, though.
No.
Yeah, just skip it. Let's go.
Actually, I gotta refresh the refresh, but I think that's why I noticed it. I noticed it earlier. It's just funny.
It's been there for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, every so often we have the reoccurring unavailable video that shows up in the playlist. It's just funny.
Yeah, it's because somebody I added for the previous week decided instead of, deleting their video, they just made it private.
Dicks.
Fucking dicks. Don't share with me then, son of a bitch. Oh.
Don't private your videos, unlist them.
I'm wide awake, feeling. People seem to change their feelings in time. We make a mistake.
I like this already.
It's more than I can take. Not feeling
Is that a Rubicon? What that was? That a Rubicon?
It's a Jeep truck, whatever the fuck those are called. Jeep fucking Patriots or whatever the fuck they're called.
No, Rubicon. Is it Rubicon? No, I think it's the Gladiator. I'm sorry, Gladiator.
Gladiator, that's right.
Yeah, the guy is the pickup. The Patriots, the POS.
Fuck that Jeep, I want a Bronco. That Bronco is fucking everything Jeep wishes it was.
Damn.
Seriously. It's fucking nice.
I heard they got
a buddy
bad
of mine
trannies,
just
though.
got one.
I heard they got bad trannies though.
I don't know. I mean, he hadn't complained about it.
Yeah, it's new. But I've had a lot of people go recall. I think there was a video where somebody got I had 100 miles and he had to check engine light. The fuck? It was like a dealer's video or something like that. I really like this video.
Beautiful spot.
Beautiful, yeah.
Who is this?
You'd have to. I can't look at it. You'd have to pull up the playlist.
Schuster Drone Company?
You know the bike
Or
trains.
Schuster Film Company.
You know the bike and running trails. This place might be epic. Yeah. There's a lot of bulletin boards. The car doesn't have a good beginner to it. It's having a lot of issues from factory.
Well, driving it and sitting in it and riding in it, thing's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It drives way better than Jeep.
Yeah,
we were getting over shit much more comfortably off-road than a Jeep.
Does it have a better response than the
Don't let my sister hear that. She's a Jeep fanatic.
Well, I love Jeeps too, but
I have a Jeep. I just don't like the throttle response on it. It's just fucking laggy as balls.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, obviously, it's very instant in its power delivery. It's got great torque. I mean, can I kick it?
Dude, I haven't drove in 15 years, probably. Well, maybe not quite that long. It damn near, though. Probably. Wow, I have not driven a vehicle in that long. Can you guys imagine? Not driving a car for over 10, just over 10 years. Put it out there, 10 years.
I haven't driven 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean it's been a few hours for me.
Yeah, put it out there, you know. What about you, Greg? Greg is gone.
I used to drive.
I used to love driving.
Still do.
I used to love driving.
I used to too.
But
I ain't driving the city.
I will tell you, not paying for a car is the best thing ever. When you don't need it.
Facts. That is true.
Well, it was a problem too when I was always touring, man. I had a car sitting in the fucking driveway just rotting because I was never home to drive in any goddamn way.
Yeah, that is different. Why is it?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta have a car.
I'm gonna have to get a car again, but... And I'm looking forward to it at some point. I just haven't crossed that bridge yet.
If you decide to stay there, well, anywhere you're gonna go, that's not New York City.
I'm sure as fuck not staying in Indiana, I can tell you that. I'm actually excited to see what's up out in Vegas.
Oh, like I said, whatever goes.
I may never come back.
I'm just saying, bring a rig out there.
Yeah, definitely. And if you don't,
I'm gonna take the cameras going for sure. I don't know about anything else.
If we don't get any footy,
I gotta find out if there's if I need what I need to take tool wise. I'm just gonna pack my like 1510 toolkit, or if I need more. That's gonna be a big factor.
You have a Prius? Wow.
Vehicle.
Crystal, anything from Christ is a fucking recall.
It's such a crazy thing when you cross that boundary of a... You can live like in New York City, for example, and you just don't actually need a car. And you can break free from it. It's a very...
Not something my head wraps around.
It's a very liberating experience when you cross that bridge, honestly.
Well, it also depends on what traveling you do. Like, I don't personally, I try to avoid driving to the city, but since I don't hang out anywhere near the city unless I need to necessarily go out there. I live in a residential area, so, you know, you can have a car.
Aside from lipos, my carbon footprint has been, like, nada. You know what I mean? Like, no gas.
Wait, what about after having, like, a bag of beans?
That's methane, baby. We're generating, we're contributing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What was it saying? Scientists said that the humans actually the largest contribution of methane gas in the world.
What ice cream are you eating right now?
Italian ice.
Oh.
No.
Damn, actually.
I got a sweet tooth right now, too.
It's a regular ice cream.
It's Italian ice. Just stuff like a fucking... Italian ice. I don't fucking know how to explain this shit, you know. It's like an ice,
it's like
but
regular
it's
ice, but it's
ice.
Italian.
I was debating whether I would eat or have an adult beverage. Actually,
adult beverage.
Bruh, I got some peated bourbon.
I think my brother-in-law's got some in here too. I don't know. I have to go. I know I have some fucking vodka. Some nature. Vodka.
I got some Tito's.
Oh, you a Tito fan?
Hell yeah, well, I mean, for the money, you just can't beat it. It's either that or Goose.
Goose is good.
Russian Standard, baby.
Goose is delicious.
Russian Standard.
No, Zvedka would fucking put you on
Goose, is this that spot you told me about today? That in on the Cape?
Is this Spagoose?
Yeah.
I'm killing it, bro.
Wait, D-Man, you still using a flip phone? him. Ice with an accent? Yellow. Would you like some jello? I'm so tight. I had my righteous pack and no footy situation today. I was very upset. So it's all DVR. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh.
Oh, I saw that edit. Don't hide this because. Look, it's a bitch. I mean, the beach.
Look at this.
Right here.
This is definitely Colorado.
Right here,
Sure.
FPV.
Who? What, office parks or beach? Come on, Demon, you gotta find a spot, bro. Australia's not a small country, brother.
Demons has the entire outback. I don't even want to hear his shit.
Exactly, Demon, you heard it, bro. You have no excuse not to find a spot, brother.
Of course, getting molested by a wallaby or something is a hazard of the job, but you know.
That or Australian Karens, aka emus.
The fucking emus.
I mean, granted, as soon as you step in your backyard, everything the right mother wants to kill you. That's besides the point. What doesn't kill you make you stronger.
I hope to go back down under someday.
That's what she said.
That's right.
Definitely the bucket list spot.
Facts. I just want to go out there to watch a band. That's all.
Down to Australia to watch a band?
That's it, because they're not coming to the U.S. as far as I know on the tour. So
who?
They call the Saviors.
Hmm.
They're from, I believe, Sydney. Don't quote me on that.
You're quoted. We're gonna quote you.
Yeah, quote it, Mike.
Get in my pouch.
You said Sydney.
I think they are from Sydney. Yeah, DM, check them out if you can. If you're like into new rock stuff like that, check them out. It's called the Saviors.
New rock?
No, they call it like melodic hard rock. It's made up of. No, they're from actually they're from Perth.
No, you said Sydney. Ha! You're wrong.
Perth and Sydney are very opposite.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, oops. Yeah, they're from Perth. So they're in the Florida of Australia.
That's New South Wales. New South Wales is the Florida of Australia.
Ouch.
I'm sure Asylum or somebody was gonna chime in, but like, am I wrong? Tell me I'm not wrong.
I don't know. Is Asylum still there?
You guys are a bunch of fucking bogans down there.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I'd love to. Like I said, my traveling days are gonna become more selective. When I do travel, I want to go places like that I want to go to, and not because I have to.
I mean, honestly, Demon, that's us. Australia's definitely on my bucket list of places to travel for sure. But I'm a car head, so if I go out there, you gotta find me a track.
I only wish I would have known you. I only wish FPV would have been a thing when I was down under last. I don't think I've been to Australia. God, I would have been with It would have been with Wally in like 2012. That was probably the last time I was in Australia. Actually,
10 years then. Fuck.
Yeah, about 10 years since I've been down.
Like I said, I'm a car head. Just take me to the track and leave me there. I'd be fine. They asked me, how's Australia?
I love Australia. I've had such a lovely fucking experience. Australia every time I've been.
He wants to see Colorado. Just look for mountains.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, Kim.
Kim, please have a good evening.
Colorado's easy. All you gotta do is just look for mountains, and then smack in the middle of the mountains there's a town. That's it. Not hard for you.
Harry Earl with the whoop, alien whoop. I was actually stoked. I saw Charlie fucking Stevenson came out of his show the last couple of days. Seen him fucking
like some local rave or something like that.
Yeah, he was at a party. I was like, "You out clapping cheeks?" He's fucking cracking up. He's like, "You missed a party, bro." I'm like, "God damn it! God damn it!" Yo, when the whole raid the Area 51 thing was a thing, like. Bro, me and Charlie were all about clapping cheeks, like for like months on end. We gotta go clap those alien cheeks, bro. Let's go. That's how we were rolling, yeah. Clapping cheeks, bro. Alien cheeks.
Anyway, I have to step out, guys.
We love you.
I have to step. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. Have a wonderful
all right, you guys mark this night down. This is the first time in history Tech will be quiet before the rest of everybody else.
I love you guys.
Maybe. He's
not done yet.
I love you, chat. But my guys, you can go F yourselves. Have a wonderful night.
Love you, Tag.
Have a good night, brother.
You'll be easy tomorrow, man.
Love you. We'll see you next week.
Yes, man. Peace, love, chicken grease.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Love, peace.
Said peace, love, and chicken grease.
I don't know what version of the decoder ring I have installed at the moment, bro. I'm sorry. I really don't. I might have to put my shit in recovery mode.
Yeah, flip that recovery switch on. Beep boop.
Night, Gardo.
Good night, brother. Thanks for hanging. Seriously? Is this a real song? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, there was such a huge thing back in the day. Alien Whoop with the time. Yeah, man. I mean, I do miss those days a lot. It's good to see Perry and the boys are definitely trying to breathe some life into it. And like I said, I saw Charlie. I talked to him yesterday. I was like, holy shit. Hi. How you doing, man?
Gross, the news. What the fuck?
Ugh. No, it's gotta be the shit that's been set out in catering for about fucking 4 hours. That's the stuff.
Under the sun.
That's the stuff you want. Yeah.
Why am I sitting here with OBS open when I've switched to just Zoom alone? Sometimes.
I don't know how we manage.
Oh, yeah, it's that George FPV.
Oh, yeah.
Killing it.
George is killer, man.
He's just got a tasteful style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following him a couple of years. He's awesome.
And Jesus, look at the location.
That's the downside. That was always the downside at NYC is the location was either brutal or you just like there wasn't one. You know what I mean? It was like brutal or not. Like, and when it was brutal, it was epic, but.
Well, it's also you couldn't sling it around over, a 500-yard radius.
If you go north, obviously, from the city, up past where Tech's at, where we used to go up north and fly out there, that would be all right. It would be nice up there. I want to go hang out with my homie Kaio though. I miss him. I heard he was gonna sell his mini, which I just can't imagine Kaio not having a mini, but we'll see.
Word. Has he kind of gotten out of it?
I don't know what he's doing. You never can tell with Mr. Pride.
I understand.
He is the guy that wanted to bend his fat shark goggles with a heat gun, so I mean, you know, I don't put anything past Mr. Kaio Pride. Love you, homie.
Brutal. Definitely dab time. Except I really need to go outside.
Does acetone eat anything inside that atomizer? Just out of curiosity, could you is it plastic? I have not removed my atomizer since I've gotten it. I've just kept it clean as best I could.
I mean, it comes out really easy. I mean, it screws in.
Yeah, it's just two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A wind jumpy.
I'm telling you, bro. That's why you should pick up. You need to pick up one of those Divine Tribe 510 things. Like, you'll regret getting rid of all your mod boxes, bro. Like, just for that alone, it's such a good thing.
All my mod boxes.
Your mod boxes.
They were all fucking crapping out.
Oh.
That's why I decided. That's why I ultimately said, okay, now's the time. Just because it was like
just to cut the cord.
It was like, okay, well, I can either spend another $100 on something,
right,
or just quit.
I don't know, for me it's like I never enjoyed vaping until recently, so I'm kind of still got a little bit of the honeymoon phase, but you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand. Look, I enjoyed vaping. I still enjoy the act of smoking. It's nice. But I mean, I've done it for fucking 25 years.
Dude, my lungs are still fucked.
Yeah, well, I hadn't full on smoked cigarettes in 5+ years now.
I'm at 3 months.
Like a smoked cigarette, period, or just like bought like a
No, I mean, I've
smoked
smoked a cigarette here and there, like
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
or something.
That's pretty much all I do.
But like, not even smoke a whole one. I've got to be real fucked up to be usually tripping. Like if I'm tripping, I'll probably have a cigarette.
I don't mind having a smoke here and there.
I don't know if I could though. I think it'd be worse tripping, to be honest.
I mean, it just depends on the mood. I mean, it depends on if I'm drinking.
A lot of my friends quit,
you know what I mean?
quit because they were tripping and smoking, and for me, it was always like I just ended up so dirty feeling in the end of a smoking trip.
Yeah, tripping will do that to you. You'll catch and be like, why do I actually do this?
My friend just
and then
totally
you think about
quit.
it.
I've definitely had that, but most of the time
I don't need
it's
this
just
anymore.
I just smoke more.
Well, that's what happened to me.
Like
yeah.
when I eat acid,
I would
bro,
fucking just
I mean, I would pound through like 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes.
Easy.
I vape like a
Easy.
motherfucker when I'm tripping.
Oh,
Vape like
I vape like a motherfucker.
Period.
All the time.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, same,
As soon as you say, "Oh shit, I can do it inside," nobody's gonna bitch at me. Fuck yeah, let's do. Like a fucking nipple. I was doing that more than breathing.
Right.
That's when I was ultimately like, yeah, this is not.
Greg steals Spagoo's cigarettes when he's flying. The truth is out there.
Pretty much, he does. Well, and I don't steal them.
Yeah, when I was hanging out, the first time, I think I'm much better prepared now, but when I first went out and was hanging out with Maddie and Broccoli and those guys, and Broccoli was smoking and right in front of me, I was just like, oh, you're fucking killing me right now. Like, it was like a week. Yeah. I hadn't even quit a week, and I was just like, I'm losing my shit.
Like, I still get like hankerings every once in a while. Like, I'll smell one and it'll just hit me right.
Damn, I
missed that motherfucker.
Dude, I opened up a tin from before I moved, a bin before I moved, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna like have to set fire to half my shit. Like, yeah.
But also, when I'm out, I steal my buddy's vapes.
Vape nice. Like I said, I just never enjoyed vaping. I didn't have a rig that I actually fucking liked before. And I'm gonna keep, even when I put it down, I'm gonna keep something around. I'm gonna keep something around in case I have that break glass in case of emergency moment. You know what I mean? I'd rather pick up a vape again versus a cigarette, personally.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of times now, like probably in the last 2 years, it's like I'll have a cigarette, but it's almost just to give myself a reminder why the fuck I never want to do that shit again. And it pretty much ends that way most of the time. I'm like, I waste somebody's cigarette. But I will straight up, if I'm drinking, pick up some of this vape.
Depends on how you're flying, Bugs.
I mean, depends on what the actual C rating of the battery is. Same brand.
I mean, if you're pushing those packs, you might notice a difference, but if you're just cruising around, you won't notice a single difference.
Yeah, maybe if you're hammering them hard.
Even then,
you'll see a slight difference. It probably just one will drop out slightly before.
And based on the size of that battery, I assume it's a small quad. Probably gonna make very little difference.
Yeah, drone. I think that's where you really feel it, is the sag. Like I said, it'll start to sag faster.
What?
If anything. So just depending on the true C of what it is.
What are you talking about? I stepped off for a second.
Bugs is asking if a 4S 850-95C is going to be different than a 4S 850-75C.
No, probably not. No. The question you have to ask is how much you're actually pulling. That's the determination. Like, if motors will take what they can, but ultimately they're going to saturate, and you just can't give them anymore. So as long as you're not, if you can reach saturation, you don't need any more from the pack, really.
Well, that doesn't mean you won't try to take more.
Well, I always want more, for sure.
What I'm saying is, if you go past that point, right?
That's usually when I start
pulling more. Is you just get a
puff.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's diminished returns. Like you're using more power, but it's not giving you anything else.
Well, like with my 75C, when I was doing the 8S, the speed rig, I was blowing batteries up because they just weren't. It wasn't because the C rating, it was because the base milliamp rating was too low. You know what I mean? I should have been running a 3000 versus a 2200. And those packs, I think that's what's really more important, is look at your base rating as compared to what you actually need to pull versus worrying about a 10 difference, like a 10 difference in C rating.
Well, but in my opinion, I've noticed that depending on the battery company and the true C rating of that battery, something like a Tattoo 75C puffs super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Ovonic 75Cs didn't operate the same way.
I mean, that's generally when you're operating any pack above its rated output draw, that's when you're going to pop them or puff them. You got to make sure you non-dampen them shits, yeah.
For sure. No caps.
No cap. Non-dampened for real, though. what are you? I would say is the question for bugs. Really, is like, what are you pushing around with that 850 milliamp pack?
Sounds like, I would assume it's to be like a 3-inch quad, 4-inch quad.
I don't know, sub 250 is the thing. You never know. Some of these guys are getting crazy with 5-inch tiny builds.
Forget about that.
I would say that's the area where you might want to look and try to figure something out as far as trying to get a better C rating. Like if you were building something really small and you were trying to pull more current than you physically could normally get out of something. I guess, you know, like.
Needed some mandalo, so we just came out, you know, to get it going. Mandalo to the fucking boo.
Aroma F35? I don't know what that build is, do you? What is the Roma?
I don't know.
Is that diatone?
Yeah, it is a diatone.
It's kind of got that bull-nosed front end.
I'm gonna have to pull it up and look.
Is that a 4? Or is the Roma a 5?
I think the Roma's a 5, but there might be more than one Roma now since the last time I knew about.
Unfortunately, I can't keep up generally.
Last time I knew about the Roma is when Zorro made a video and he just kept saying Roma over and over.
It's a 3.5 inch Vista HD. Is that the one? The Roma 3.5 with Vista? Who is building good micro frames right now in like a 3-inch? Anybody know?
I don't really think about that size drone too often. Might having one, but never really get around to wanting to build one.
If you can get one, I would say a BQE fucking 3 as fuck, or my favorite 3-inch in the world is a SX3U, but I don't even know if you can get them anymore, to be honest. Does Kin have anything small right now?
Yeah.
What do they have in 3-inch?
I think
Gank. Yeah, what about
it's either an Ayla or Ayla is I think either a 3 or a 5-inch they have. I mean a 3 or a 4-inch. I can't remember.
Yeah, Gank
I know they have a mini Ayla.
Definitely has a bunch of cool stuff. Rip squeaks. I love my rip squeak.
No motor output. Just don't put motors on there then.
Did we lose already?
Rotoriska is making a 3-inch. You don't even need motors.
I think it's called the salad shooter.
There you go, the 3-inch Gank multi-rotors.
Shit's gonna be bussin'.
For real though, no cap.
Bussin'. Just make sure you set your filters to bussin', whatever you do.
Shit, I don't know where we are in the fucking playlist. Hold on.
We just finished with Jay, no?
Okay, yeah. This is Justin. Justin Drones.
My rip squeak. Oh god, what is my rip squeak now? Oh, I have mine set up as a speed freak on 2.5. It's a 2.5 inch on the speed freak canopy.
BRB.
Word. I fucking hate building micros though. I just don't have the patience for it. How do you like that hit the deck? The six. What motors are you putting on that hit the deck? Shelby? That's funny. Tech could be losing his mind right now. For real though. No cap.
Whoa.
I have, like I said, my SX3U has been one of my favorite 3-inch builds, but those things are fucking old. That was one of BQE's earlier 3-inch offerings. What? I want to know what motors you're spinning on 6S. Hit the deck. Oh, wait, did you say? Oh, 46. Oh, Zing 1404. Okay, I see it. Holy shit. Should be a ripper.
No cap. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's pretty up there, man. Yeah, so I mean, I always forget about micros and the fact they exist. Sub 5-inch quads in general, to some degree. I mean, in smaller builds like that, like looking at a higher true rated C-pack could be beneficial in some cases. Again, it depends on what you're pulling on the motors and how you're going to set it up.
Have a good night, Forevermore.
We love you, Forevermore. Much love, homie.
Forevermore. Have a good week, brother.
No cap.
Again.
So what packs are you putting on that hit the deck? 6S, what, 850? Something small? 1,000? 850? Busting like a wild hussy. you built a 3-inch with 2306s. It's kind of like me putting 2810s on my 6-inch. I feel you. Us is Brad's. As soon as I saw this shot, I was like, that was shot on a Black Magic. Like, literally, dude. As soon as I saw that, I was like, who shot that? Okay, yeah, that's Black.
This dude getting wild with that lifter.
I told him get a fucking metal bracket for his battery pack in the back of that fucker. Otherwise, it's a killer setup, man. I'm enjoying. I can't wait to see where it goes. Really, I love the Z cams, man. I just wish their fucking shit was like. I gotta get some. I gotta play with some more of the footage. I gotta see what I can do with it and see how it compares. I love the red Komodo shit, though. Oh my god, I ain't gonna lie. That footage is butter.
I bet.
And that's no hype, man. Like it really just. I'm just like, wow. Okay.
All right, up here with Nestor.
Even on my shitty screens.
Sicario with the Z cam, and I'm acting like a blog camera. I have no idea if I'm in focus. I probably am not. But he is. Do you have a channel? Give me a shout out.
Nestor Fernandez channel. Scuba diving stuff, FPV stuff, traveling.
I love his rig.
Hell yeah.
It's small. That's what she said. I was thinking Vegas. I want to try to do a scaled down the 6K scaled down to just a handle and a monitor, with no and use runoff internal packs only. Just a nice small, maybe not even a top handle, maybe just the camera and the monitor. And if you haven't checked it out, Brad's tune is using PID Toolbox, and Brian White, I believe, helped consult on getting him where that needs to be, and it looks killer. That tune looks really killer. So what do you guys think about those fucking fatty stators on your 5 inches, the 2505s?
Dude, I really like it. Honestly, it's one of the smoothest quads I think I've flown. It's not the most punchy. If you're looking for punch, definitely go with something like 2207. But there's plenty of power at the top end to be had. But the real thing is that low end torque and that mid range. It's smoothest I've ever fucking cruised on, and like spanged or steezy spang, whatever you want to fucking call it.
I think the stator volume's a little bit under a 2306, isn't it? You'd have to do the math. I don't feel like doing math.
What is it? 2505.
125 versus math. It's 125 versus whatever the hell the other one is.
Yeah.
23 times.
I've only ever
138.
Ever flown 2306, so it's a nice change. It's definitely a different feel with this quad over my quads with the 2207s.
Average motor weight? Are you seeing much of a difference? You guys reducing a little bit of weight with those, or is it about the same?
They do feel a tad bit lighter, but it's negligible.
I haven't looked at the spec. I don't know what they spec them with wire or whatever. What they are with wire. Because like a heavy 2306 to me is 30 grams with wire.
Never really looked at the weight of them. They don't feel heavy. The quad that I have it on is definitely not a thick boy. It's on a banger.
What are your ecos, Artie? Do you know what they weigh? You're a weight weenie.
I believe they're 31.
They are? No, I'm just fucking. 31. Yeah, I think that's Korea Rios. I think those Korea Rios might have been a little bit. The original Korea Rios might have been a little heavier. I don't remember. I like, yeah, I agree with that sentiment. I feel Spiggy. That's why I've always liked the 2306. I like the lower stuff. I'm interested in those 2505s. I want to check them out.
You'll like them if you put it planning to put it on a 5-inch anyway. I don't know how it would work on a bigger quad.
No, I would build it on 5-inch.
Yeah, I think you'd be pretty happy with its smoothness for sure.
It is definitely an interesting stator size.
Yeah, it's definitely something new as far as from what I've used. I've only ever used 2207 or 2306.
Taming an angry pony. Right on.
Got mouse FPV.
Yeah, 30 grams.
30 gram on an Eco?
Correct.
Bro, I would probably I'd go wing my fucking, what the fucks? The, oh my god, I'm having a brain fart, imagine that.
34 grams.
DYS. The DYS motors from back in the day already. Go wing some of them bitches.
These motors, the 2505 brooms weigh 34 grams.
34? So it's about on. That's not about on par. Yeah, it's like I said. It's like the standard volume is 125 versus 138 or something like that. Yeah.
The 2207s are 33 grams, 33 and a half.
So what's a?
Not a huge fan of the wires that they decided to use for these motors, though.
No, yeah, you were. I think you were mentioning
plastic?
that. Yeah, you didn't like the insulation or something.
Yeah, they're too hard to fucking. Well, it's not that they're too hard. It's just more difficult to fucking strip and manipulate with fucking tweezers. You got to use something fucking like more of like a.
I mean, it's a toss up because if it's too soft, you're more likely to actually tear the motor wire. You know, if you can get through the insulator. The insulators. If I'm for signal wiring and stuff, I always run soft cable. But for certain things that I know need to take abuse, I would look towards the. I
like the idea of the durability.
The durability, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
mean,
think that's what he had in mind.
It's because it's either that or you can sleeve your cables, but you're adding weight there. So like you kind of pick your poison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I prefer to work with silicon wire and like the easier shit personally, but I have seen where it just breaks easier because you get a prop strike or something through the fucking cable. I've actually broken. One of my 10-inch, dude. I cut through a cable inside my loom and did not cut the braid. I had to pull it apart to find the break. It was the craziest shit ever. The soft wires inside the braid. I'm like, why is my quad freaking out?
Flibwogen? Before you Flibwogen? I don't know what that is. Spagoo says, nah, they fucking cut open easier before you Flibwogen.
Flibwogen trying to grip him?
This should be pdevx.
So on the opposite end of the spectrum, if your cable, if your insulation on the cable is too goddamn hard, I find I break more solder joints from the lack of
pliability.
Yeah, the pliability. Yeah, like.
Or no, you got it right. Malleability. Nah, Jordan. He definitely meant flipogen.
Flipogen. You got a flipajibbajibbin.
It's Norwegian.
Is that what Norwegian technical terms for stripping wire? What is Oh man. Well, all right. I'm just putting this out here. I want to see that anamorphic shit we were talking about. Either way, Spigoo, because I've been waiting on some examples from Waldo. He's letting me down. Norwegian for non-dampened. Be right back.
Have a good night, hit the deck.
Good night, hit
Thanks
the
for
deck.
stopping in. Two already. Sounds like a dab.
Oh, fuck
Don't mind if I do.
Ooh.
Is that bussin'?
Bro, this drink is bussin'. I fucking haven't... Holy shit.
Yeah, Spagoose, that was a mean death roll you had there. His gummies weren't even too tight.
Fucking tight gummies. The bane of our existence. Oh, hello? Yeah. Where the hell is that?
Chat.
Yeah, man, have at it. You good?
All right, boys.
Only one more.
Love you,
anyway.
Arnie. Yeah, man.
I'll see you next
take
week.
care of that. Yeah, no doubt.
Have a good night, bro.
So what do we need? Wait, before you gotta go. Go. Deal with your thing. It's fine. We'll deal with it later. Love ya.
I'll be back on. I'll check.
So what did Greg remind me? What did we decide? Is it 2 weeks for the live
Sticky
game
tape.
of quad?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Honestly, bugs, sticky tape. Or find some sort of 3D printed mount.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
it.
say, do you have any friends near you that 3D print? They could probably make you something up. Or to what Greg's saying, sticky tape. Yeah. You could get some VHB.
What do you have that's 25 by 5? A flight controller? Sounds like a whoop board to me. iFlight, I'm assuming.
Well, a bunch of those new iFlight boards have funky ass patterns. Yeah, this is what I was gonna say too. Yeah.
I mean, don't listen to me.
Waldo said, "Give
My
me
quads
a key."
fly, bro.
Don't you have the key, Waldo? You should have it. You should have the key, Waldo. Did I set it? The fuck? Oh, Demons, are you still in the chat? I just got your message.
What do you mean? That's the same as fucking.
Yeah,
3D
you want to
printing
come through,
something,
Demons?
Spagoose.
Just let me know, man. If you're still here. Otherwise, I'll reply. Yes. I'll just say yes in chat. Demon also has to come and hang out with us here soon, so we'll plan for that. And, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it was some nice shots in that one.
Mr. Blunts. Doctor.
Yeah, Spagoos, you can
Dr.
definitely
Blunt.
buy them like that, or you could 3D print them, or you can just use sticky tape.
Did I not send the key tonight? Did I forget to send
Sticky
the key
tape,
tonight?
tried and true.
I thought I did.
That's what I'd do. Sticky tape, fucking buying a mount, waiting for a mount, when I could just be like, boop, right on the drone. Let's go fly. And if you're feeling a little worried, just use a little bit of electrical tape to
Was that
secure
from
it down.
last week? Whoops. No, I sent one tonight, I think. Or no.
Or some zip ties.
There we go.
There he is. He likes to give me the key. Send me the key.
Gib. Yeah,
Go down.
I'm uploading the anamorphic footage to the Fratelli's drive right now. Once you mentioned it, I was like, ah, man, that's right. I kept forgetting it.
Spagoos, that's the one you were flying today,
Well,
right?
Spagoos and I were discussing some of the possible ways to set it up today in the Discord. And traditionally, especially for ease of use for most people, linear mode is what you would normally approach it with. I want to see what he does. So when I shoot anamorphic on my actual camera, it has an anamorphic mode that puts it in 4:3 or a linear mode, so to speak. But I also do shoot over scan and then deal with it. But you have to do a lot more math to get it all back to where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? But yeah, I want to see that.
Oh,
shit.
it's a FC that you're putting in there. I wouldn't sticky tape an FC in there.
Oh hell no.
No, that's a recipe for a disaster. If it's like an ESC or
is it an AIO?
ESC, like a VTX or a fucking. I thought he might. Well, it was like one of those maybe like HT0 things, but yeah, no, don't sticky tape a flight controller. I'm taking dabs. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, it's late, dude. We're probably not the best people to be getting advice from at this time.
I'm sitting there thinking about it.
Like, wait,
did I just tell this man to sticky tape a flight controller to him?
I mean, it's definitely non-dampened.
Don't do that.
Definitely non-dampened. I would definitely look into a proper adapter or... What do you... There is bugs.
Yeah, I did shoot that anamorphic in linear.
You shot it in linear?
But it's what I'm putting on the drive is like raw. I didn't squish it. So
did you fuck with it at all?
Still. I kinda. I like didn't squish it, but I threw it in gyroflow to play with it a little bit.
Well, that's the real question. Is the best approach? I would expect that with gyroflow, you would want to create. You know how they have their lens calibration tool?
Yeah.
You'd have to make one of those for the anamorphic, and what you would do is you record it in linear, right? Throw it in Resolve, stretch it, then spit it back into gyroflow and analyze that. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Because then you can get all the lens like distortion accounted for at stretch. So with I don't like doing hyper smooth because while you could go up to whatever 5K on the Hero 10 or whatever, you're cropping with hyper smooth, so you have to account for that. You might as well do that in post anyways. Yeah. You know, and then you have the choice of what it's doing versus.
Yeah, I think I just shot that in linear 4K 120, no hyper smooth. And just like auto tune on the colors and shit.
Yeah, I feel like having hyper smooth on with an anamorphic lens would cause some really weird shit to happen.
It definitely could. Yeah.
Oh, I've done it.
It definitely could.
You just see the sides of the lens just like rotating back and forth.
Terrible.
But that's the idea. Like, I mean, Spagoos is not wrong in the idea. Like, if you want to deal with it and you know how to deal with it, record at maximum resolution with the widest, like, stretch anamorphic you can get, and then deal with that in post. There's ways to do it. And then stabilize it. I wouldn't let Hypersmooth do it in the camera, though. I definitely would not.
No.
So are you saying like you would put in DaVinci and stretch it and then put it in
I would record, so
gyro?
I would go, so, well, first of all, in Gyroflow, you got to make a lens profile. So that's the first step. You pull up their grid thing and you record it with the lens on the GoPro, right? Somebody might have already done it. I don't know if there's a profile yet or if anybody's done it, but you make your own lens profile. So you record in linear, but when you spit it back, you would record it in linear, you'd put it in DaVinci, you'd do the 1.33 stretch and crop to what you want, and then you input that then into Gyroflow for your lens calibration, so then therefore, every time you record with it, you can do that same process, bouncing back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
You only have to do the lens calibration shit once. You know what I'm saying? Once you have that profile built, then you should be able to just fucking rock it pretty easily.
Yeah.
I can help you do it. I've been working on it with some of my shit, and the good thing about the GoPros is they have the gyro built in. You don't have to deal with all the other shit.
Oh, hang on, I gotta look at what the brand name of that lens is. Cause like you said, they probably got it on here already. I got Gyroflow open right now. I'm messing with it.
I just would not let Hypersmooth move my... So the problem is the way Hypersmooth scan tracks you're gonna be looking through the distortion of the anamorphic at weird angles. Basically, it's gonna add to weird fucking.
And you might see like the flare kind of move across the screen.
Yeah. I would not hyper smooth it.
No, definitely not hyper smooth. Real steady, if anything, but
real steady or gyro flow for sure. If you're gonna stabilize, yeah.
Hyper smooth generally sucks. I ain't gonna lie. I have weird experience with hyper smooth all the time, like
look,
jitters where they don't need to be.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Once you capture it that way, you're stuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when you use real steady or gyro flow or whatever, you're not stuck with it. You can first you deal with the lens distortion, and then you can worry about the fucking motion. You know what I mean? But if both things are fucked, you're totally fucked.
Like I was flying at the beach on the 4th, and I was doing like a nice slow pan, and I know that for a fact it was smooth. Like, see, it was just nice and smooth, easy turn. But like you'd look at the footage, and it would start up smooth, and then it'd be like skip.
Oh. Well, has Bardwell or somebody? Oh, this is a PID toolbox. Bardwell or somebody
Very
always
slightly,
goes up
though.
in the end. Surprised it's not some weird drum and bass mix at 2 a.m.
But it could also be the fact that my GoPro's screen is smashed in, and there's probably other damage going on to it.
Yeah, nobody's got a profile of this lens on there yet.
That's what I want to do. I want to create that shit and start fucking with it. That would be dope.
Yeah,
So what you would do? So what you do? What you'll need to do, Waldo, for me, honestly, is to you'll pull up their. They have the thing, the test pattern. You're just gonna record it, and you just kind of move around it. If you watch Nurk's video, he gives you a basic.
Yeah. No, I've seen it. So yeah, tomorrow I'll go through that and set it all up.
Yeah,
with the profile.
It'd be dope to play with that though. See what we can get. Drip.
Yeah, I'm excited to mess with it.
You know me, I'm over here losing my mind over footage. Yeah, with a Cine Whoop, that's the thing. A lot of people take a Cine Whoop and fly it like a 5-inch, though. You know, like
I do.
Super
I've
hard
tried
rates.
to do that. It's not fun.
They're just
broken one
tugboats, man. They're just fucking big tugboats, the way they feel to me. I have enough boatism with my 10-inch rigs, you know what I mean? It's hard enough to get a 10-inch rig to fill, like, the 5 in terms of responsiveness. And fucking tugboats are just a whole nother ball of wax. I just write it off. I don't expect it to fly anything like anything other than a tugboat. But I would use hyper smooth on a tugboat.
Yeah.
Probably not on any anamorphic though. But in general, like if I was shooting with my Cinewoob, not on anamorphic, I would probably shoot it with. I might shoot hyper smooth with that. But to like what Greg's saying with freestyle and shit, you get some artifacts. You can't get rid of them in post. If I'm shooting for money though, I would not shoot hyper smooth at all. I would fucking do it in post.
Absolutely. It's more reliable. You don't have to rely on fucking an active processor to happen on the fly to permanently alter your footage.
No, I mean, you boys that are spang every day and kicking a video out every day, I get it. Like hyper smooth and whatever, and ease of just getting it done and out there. It makes sense. I mean,
well, none of us doing spang are using hyper smooth, dude.
Well, maybe Spagoose
is. Some people might be out there. Not me. It makes that shit look weird.
I almost never have hyper smooth on any. I've never had it on. Like I just never. I always want to look at what's going on with my rigs.
The only time I have it on is when I literally just want to cruise, and I know I'm just going to be cruising, and the idea is the footage itself rather than the flying. You know what I mean? That's the only time I'll use it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I cheat. I use it all the time.
A lot of people do, man. It's a tool.
I used to when I first started, but like I realized it gave me bad habits because I was trying to fly around the imperfections of the stabilization Like I knew specific movements would cause it
Certain
to jitter
things
or
to
something
do, right.
like that. So like I started flying around that, and it was regressing my skill rather than progressing. So I would rather see the imperfections. I would rather see what I'm doing wrong. Like I wasn't trying to trick myself into thinking I was better than I really am. I wanted to know exactly what I was doing. Not having stabilization on there is the way to do it.
I mean, yeah, I know.
You can see if your quad flies like shit too. Fix that.
I fly stabs every flight. You never know I did. Actually, I disagree. I would know. I know. Yeah. But
he's been using the session for the last like 6 months or something like that. So there's no way he's stabilizing that.
Not with the quick movements. Anything
Blowing
you
up
try
your
and do
spot.
in post will make a screen go fucking crazy.
hyper schmang equal hyper smooth. That's right.
And sometimes my quad isn't flying the fucking best, but fuck it.
All right, demons.
I'd still rather have that
G'day.
slight shapes
Good
in there
evening.
somewhere and get that more organic feel to your flight.
Yeah, no worries, man. We'll do. We'll plan something out for this month for sure. We're gonna get invaded from the down unders.
Chad, I looked up on Amtrak real quick, like ticket prices from Indianapolis to Chicago. It's only like $40.
Not bad. One way or two? One?
I'm
way?
not sure.
I'm sure it's fucking ain't riding the dog up there.
Yeah,
There's no
fuck
fucking
that.
way. But a train is a short enough trip. That's the thing, like when you're within 4 or 5 hours, if you're not driving yourself, like a train is definitely, I think, the way to go, if it's possible.
Yeah,
Amtrak's, bro. Amtrak's in the Midwest are the worst because they get shut down by freight route. So, like, if you're rolling through the Midwest and a freight train needs to come through, they fucking basically pull over and let the freight train go through. And Amtrak kind of just shows up whenever it wants to.
I took a Amtrak to Kansas City like 12 years ago or some shit, and about halfway there we had to stop because the conductor was at his like limit of hours. And his replacement conductor was lost, and we had to wait 3 hours for this motherfucker to show up.
Oh, fucking hell.
we were just all off the train standing there waiting for this guy to show up.
I got stuck in New York City one year during a fucking nor'easter, and the only way out was an Amtrak, and it took us fucking 18 hours to get from NYC to fucking Indianapolis. It was the worst, dude. It was so long. I was just like, we ran out of money. We couldn't even drink anymore. It was misery in the end.
They're not bad for like just a couple hour
I
trips.
love
Like
taking
there's an Amtrak that runs between Chicago and Milwaukee. It only takes like hour and a half to get between the two.
The one thing
Best way to go.
This country is sorely lacking on high speed. Like, it's so like when you do, like, I've done the channel, which is the tunnel that goes from under the channel from England to France on a train, bro. That's just bananas. Wild. I've also done the bullets in Japan. Those are amazing. Fucking super amazing.
I bet. But yeah, you can't beat paying like, I think it's $25 round trip maybe to go to Chicago and back from here, and not have to look for or pay for fucking parking in Chicago. Like, that's great.
Well, just like yeah. If you're traveling light and you don't have to worry about a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and you're
not
just
having a
walking
car.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Or Uber. It's definitely the way to go. But yeah, you should definitely come if you can to that IRL fucking game of.
What day is that? What actual day of the week is that? Is that Saturday?
It's a Sunday.
The Sunday?
Yeah.
So the Sunday, the July 24th?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm like I said, I'm trying to plan my shit out because it looks like in September I'm gonna head to Vegas for a month to do some shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts at like 11, so it's a good full day event.
Game of the only thing so I was telling Artie right now, I'm sorely lacking on 5-inch packs, dude. I have like 3 packs that are worth a fuck. if I'm lucky right now. But hey, when I get back from Vegas, I'll have money again, so there's that. That's a good thing. That's a step in the right direction.
I just missed out on one of those
midnight
sales. CNHL had a fucking sale for like, it was like $1.99 a pack. I was like,
what? $1.99, but it was at 5 a.m. You had to be awake at 5 a.m. for an hour.
I would have bought as many.
Was there
as
a limit?
could.
That was the thing. I don't know what the limit was. I don't know if it was like limit 2 or something. It didn't seem like anybody got many of them that I did see that got some stuff from that. 52mm Hero 6 mount. You're gonna put a variable ND on the fucking thing? Okay.
Fucking dude is just fucking trolling so hard right now.
Well, we were talking seriously about he was talking about putting like a 4x4 fucking ND on front of his fucking shit. He wants to build a fucking whatchamacallit, a mount, an ND mount for the anamorphic in the max lens, like a sleeve that goes over it. Waldo might be able to look into that too.
Sorry. Well, I run like this style so that I can still turn the lens and
change it.
And yeah. But then I also got ones like if I'm gonna run an ND, it covers the full thing so I can slide it in.
I never know what to think. The stuff that comes out of Spagoo's mouth sometimes. I'm just like, okay.
I don't even know, man. So, like, I've used Hypersmooth and Spang. I'm like, bro, you've been using a Session 5 for the last 6 months. What the fuck are you talking about?
It was funny.
I wanted to look into if you could use a 5 with the gyro flow and shit.
I don't know, to be honest.
I mean, you should be able to as long as it's got the gyro data.
I haven't looked that far back in my drawer of stuff.
Yeah.
The peanuts are good, like for getting gyro data. If you're just trying to get gyro data, like those peanut cams and shit, like.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna build a logging box. I just haven't gotten the right FC to do it yet. I want something with the fucking card slot on it that is good. I can just throw a 64 fucking gig card in or whatever.
Yeah. I was trying to hunt down a Helio today.
Tech was just showing a V1 earlier. Somebody gave.
Yeah. No, there's my FPV store's got V1s.
They usually keep 1 or 2, yeah, at least in stock. You can go in and stock check them. I used to do that on their fucking. So that's how me and Travis would pay attention to how many 10-inch props they actually had in stock. We would go in and add them all to our cart, just so we could take count, see how many would let us, and then we could figure out how much they had in stock.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would do that shit all the time because 10-inch props were so hard to come by at one point, bro. We were like, Travis, we were like, yo, don't tell anybody. My FPV store's got 20 right now. So if you want some,
I feel bad. I should totally tell like more people about that place, but like I want to keep it to myself because I always got the shit I want.
Great store. I love my FPV store.
Well, it depends on how you fly in that kind of thing, virtual fly. If you're fucking spanging it, hell yeah, I'd be worried. If it's for like Cine, I wouldn't worry too much.
What? Putting crazy ass shit? 10 ring adapter.
Some like variable filter. I think they're discussing
who was it? There was a
it.
company that made it was not Metabones. It was Backbone or something like that. There was a company called Backbone that made a bunch of crazy lens mounts for Heroes back in the day. You could change out all sorts of shit on the Heroes with those rigs, and they got like salty. I have an old Hero 4 that's got a fucking like $150 lens in the goddamn camera. The goddamn camera wasn't even worth what the lens is, dude. It's ridiculous. Looks great, but
oh, you're gonna make Chiller open Discord?
Oh no. I don't know if I can manage. Pretty late. And I've actually, this is the first adult beverage I think I've had since the last time we drank on the stream, which was, I don't know, Christmas? I have not actually drank an adult beverage in 3 months or more, at least.
I started drinking again when I quit smoking But then now I've started smoking again, and I didn't quit drinking.
Well, that was the thing, right? I didn't want to since I was quitting smoking, really did not want to put myself through that fucking drama.
Oh yeah, cigarettes, yeah.
Yeah, when I was quitting smoking cigarettes, it's like, yo.
I would like to just kind of just quit even vaping right now. I'm considering it.
I mean, there's plenty of days I get up and I don't vape for hours before but then when I finally do, it's like Artie said, I'm basically breathing it the rest of the day. Like, it's just
first time flying kiss.
Yeah, when I quit smoking cigarettes,
I don't care. We can play it.
I quit drinking for like 2 months while I quit.
I'd like to see it.
What are we watching?
Vitrifly's first go at flying kiss.
Oh, where's it at? Send Swift Duck the link.
Do you have me on Facebook or Discord?
I mean, I reckon you could send it to me, but I don't know where I'd find it at this time. I had 2 pina coladas and 2 Mai Tais tonight. Tar. They make them in a can now. Oh my god, dude. You're drinking...
Or Instagram. You can send it to me on Instagram.
Coladas out of a can? That sounds fucking atrocious. I'm not gonna lie. Oh.
Or he said he's gonna drop it on the Discord. That works.
I actually have Discord here. I'm just fucking around. Somewhere.
Let's see, where is it?
Let's see, there's some nonsense I got from this guy Spagoo. What is that? Oh, the lens filter.
We need to clean up some of these channels that are unused.
Probably.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm about to build a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. When Trigon was just in town, apparently he was sitting on like a bunch of electronics, and I traded him my Slam Squirt for like 3 ESCs and 2 flight controllers.
All right.
Yeah. Well, shit, the ESCs are like $80 a piece now. Like,
dude, I haven't purchased a quad part in over a year. Yeah, bad. It's real bad. Real bad. My camera stuff, on the other hand, I can't totally deny that I've put a little money there. But yeah, that ring is kind of interesting. $8.99. I'm looking at what Spagoo sent me. Where's Vitrify? Did he put it in where's the link?
He said his file is too powerful.
Have you put it on YouTube? Could you just drop us the link?
No, he hasn't.
Oh. I'll tell you what, well, it's going to take all fucking night, bro. You could upload it to the Goon Squad fucking Google Drive if we really wanted to go down that road, but it's going to take all night.
Yeah, I wonder how far along my shit is.
Kitty?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going anywhere.
Is your kitty licking your can?
Yeah, he loves the condensation.
That's funny.
Dude, I saw a cat. You know how they have the cone of shame? Well, I saw the space helmet of shame for the cats. Have you seen those? It literally looks like it's like a plastic fucking spaceman's helmet for cats versus the cone of shame. When they the use case in that example is the cat got its tail got injured by another animal, started getting infected, so they had to clean it up and everything, and the cat wouldn't leave it alone. And then the cat ultimately, they put him in the cone, and then the fucking cat managed to chew off the end of their tail and got it all fucking opened back up again, so they had to put cat head into a fucking bubble. That's to keep him away from his own tail. He was literally chewing his own tail off. It's fucking crazy.
I purchased a STL from Cults to print him a Batman cat fucking helmet.
What? Get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it soon. But yeah, there's like 2 different models where like you print it out and just put it on his little head.
Bro, send me one, please.
I'll be glad to someday own a
My cat will hate me after, but goddamn, it'll be a great picture.
Yeah. It even comes like there's little holes like right at the chin so you can strap it on him.
Dude, my cat would fucking look awesome because she's all black and she has like white chest, so she looks like she'd fucking be a superhero anyway.
I don't even know where Google Drive is right now.
Oh yeah, that footage is on there, the anamorphic.
I've got so much shit open here.
I put it in the Fratelli's drive.
I know you got John sending me stuff in the YouTube submission chat. You and I use Fratelli's pretty fucking steady though, so I usually know.
Yeah. And I've been staying on topic. Oh shit, you fucker! You just knocked over my backup beer. Yeah, I've been staying on top of like deleting the old shit too, just so we don't get all cluttered on there.
It's a mess between, like, you have no idea. We have so many, the fucking B2P ones, the Goon Squad ones, the fucking Fratelli's ones. Like, it's just, I was like, what am I supposed to look? I have to have links. Like, I have Greg's shit and your shit on lock though. Like, like you two are my fucking pocket homies as far as the shit I need, like, for certain things. I'm just like, Greg, I got that. All right, bet. Waldo. In gaming, we call people who have pocket healers, you know? So it's like, yeah, pocket content. You and Risco, pocket content, out of the blue. Risco, hey man, here.
Dude, I used to play Star Wars The Old Republic. I was a Sage healer, and I was fucking wicked into the PvP in that game. And like one of the strategies was be a pocket healer for a tank, and he would just fucking mitigate all the damage for everyone else. And I spec for battle healer, so like people would try to come at me, and I'd have like spec certain way where I'd have like 3 stuns, and that's like the most you can carry. But like I would fucking use the shit out of the like stun one dude, he'd come at me, tank would fucking just take him out, DPS would come in and fucking just rape, and then fucking another person would come in, I'd stun the next person because I still have another one, and just keep doing that over and just healing the tank while he's mitigating all the damage and just smoke everyone.
Risco's threatening me with a good time.
Oh. I was screen capping shit at the start of the show for Risco. Some shit that was said that I thought was hilarious, and I sent it to him.
Exactly, Risco.
Battle Wizards Spang Master Spec. All right, Fratelli's. I have a link straight to that. I do want to look at this. Well, it won't. I'll have to download it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a big file too.
Oh, it is. All right, never mind. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll do it on the real computer. I'll do it on the real computer tomorrow.
Yeah. It took me like 25 minutes to upload it. So.
Yeah, I fucked up. The other day, I upgraded my one computer to Resolve 18, and now anything I hand off from that, as far as project files, nobody can open it because nobody else is running it. I was like, fuck! I fucking spaced it hard, dude. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh yeah, just open up my new file, and it's like, no, you can't. You gotta upgrade. Fuck.
Yeah, I just got a buddy into 3D printing, and he got Kira. And then I was talking to him about it and trying to talk him through some of the shit. And he was on the new release, the 5.0, and I was still on like 4.3 or some shit. And that they like finally added supports to part of the UI, like from the get-go. You didn't have to download it from like the plugins. So I'm telling him like, you got to look for this. He's like, I don't see it, and just go back and forth.
Minds. I mean, that's the only good thing about when you have something that's like Guild Wars 2. Oh, Risco, you're such a nerd.
I used to be wicked into MMOs, but
Elder Scrolls
not really so
Online.
anymore.
That shit was fucking crazy too.
If I'm gonna play an MMO, that's probably the only one I'd play at the moment.
What?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online?
Yeah, it's fun. What I like about it is like you can not play it for like 6 months to a year and come back and all your shit is still relevant.
Still right, yeah.
And it's like sick. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to catch up. Nice. I could just play.
It's like unlike Destiny, where if you're not a grind whore, you're fucking a bajillion light years behind.
Yeah, it was the same way with another game I played, DC Universe.
Superlux was trying to get me back onto Destiny. I was like, bro, no way. Like, no.
I hate the gear chase.
Not doing it anymore, dude. I can't. I just can't do it. I can't. It's such a time suck. I have better things to do.
Yeah, that game was too much for me.
I should be doing something else. Like, it's just way too much.
Even on the first one, that was too much for me.
I love Destiny. Like, I fucking love the game. I really do. I think it's one of
Destiny was the only reason I had a PlayStation 4 at the time, because my buddies played Destiny, and then I played with them, and then we all stopped, and then it just collected dust.
It's a great game.
Gave it away.
It's a grind loop, and it's just a huge time suck. And if you want to stay relevant, you have to commit the time, and it's just not. I just had flying and other things, making music, flying, other shit just got in my way.
Yeah, flying pretty much took over gaming for me.
I mean, honestly,
like I still game, but not like I used to.
I don't make much music anymore, as I was always flying, and now I'm just working on camera shit right now. Like, that's been my huge focus for the last 2 years, basically.
I think flying is the best of both worlds for me, gaming and recreation, shit outside. One of the biggest things I started flying FPV was to like just go outside and do some more shit, because like my grind was go to work, come home, play video games, go to work, come home, play video games, you know.
Like, I was also a Rainbow Six Siege player for a long time, and it got so toxic. I just can't do it anymore. I can't fucking do that one anymore either. It's just so toxic in those lobbies. I play Valorant almost daily to keep myself in some sense of gaming shape.
I just like playing Rocket League.
Rocket League's a good one.
Part.
Yeah, Rocket League's a good one. I love Rocket League. Yeah, because Rocket League is just a fun fucking game.
Dude, it is, man.
Carball.
Like, I find it fun to do quad tricks in it. Like, it's mad fun. You like fucking come off the wall, go upside down, do an inverted yaw, and as you're coming around, you hit the ball with the back end of your car, and it sends it towards the goal a little bit. Then you flip forward, so you've basically done a fucking inverted yaw, half to full fucking pitch out, and then at that you boost into the ball again and knock it in, and then everybody's like, "Holy shit!" And you're like, "Yeah, I've been practicing."
Best carballer.
I played Carball.
Dude, some of the shit that people can do in that game is insane.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's really good at it, and I'm like I don't know, man. I threw my car at it. I don't know.
I used to be me and my buddy Chance used to be really good at it. Like, we worked really well together on forward. Fucking yeah, it was a good time. I love that game. I was cracked out on Destiny for fucking way too long. And I'm a raider. I love raids, but I can't stand it when everyone else doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, it just drives you fucking bananas. Go to a raid and nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. It's one thing when everybody's figuring it out at the beginning, but like, there's times
I hate being that guy when I go into a raid that's been out for a little while, and like you're expected to know it. And it's like, bro, I have never done this. You're going to have to explain the mechanics. And a lot of the time over my experience playing MMOs, most raid leaders have been cool about being like, this is the mechanics. This is what you got to do. Do this, 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 and this. And as long as you're not a dumbass and you follow his directions, you're good.
The problem is that with the way the matchmaking,
I hated being that guy.
The way the matchmaking worked in Destiny specifically for like when you couldn't matchmake raids, so you ended up going into the public spaces and just grabbing randos. And then they would just fuck it up, and you would waste all your night. Tarkov is awesome, and there's actually another one that's free to play called the fucking Chase or something like that. Good night, Darts. Much love, man. You have a good night now. Rating, yeah, I'll tell you what. So the reason why I love Valorant is because it is just it's an esports game. It is competitive, but I will tell you, it reminded me just like of all the core shit. Like, don't even when your teammate sucks, don't blame them. Just don't fucking do it. It doesn't do any good. When you play repetitive esport type stuff like Valorant or CSGO, you learn to overcome all that other bullshit. And that's kind of why I went back to that route, because I needed to find it myself. Because in raiding in Destiny, I would lose my fucking mind. Because you do explain to people, and you take all the time, and then they still just keep fucking it up. And you're just like,
bro, I said not to stand in the fucking red.
It's hard, though. Destiny specifically is really hard, because there's a lot of shit you have to do on time.
Yeah.
It's like the running puzzles when you have to run through, like when you're fighting a massive boss and you have to run through the air on halfway invisible fucking platforms and not fuck it up. It's hard. It's a lot of pressure. It's way.
I was
too
good
much
at the
pressure.
platform jump on the on that one fucking boss fight. I can't remember the name of the fucking boss, but you'd go around the fucking map, and then fucking at the end you fucking hit one of these fucking eggs. And then everybody could do damage.
Always blame your healer.
Bro, as a healer, in most MMOs, I feel that.
So I have been working hard over the last 2 weeks, like just to literally retool my fucking gameplay personally in Valorant, because I'm starting to go after competitive ranks finally. And I was stuck in Iron, like the lowest rank, for the longest fucking time, and I finally gotten through. And I was like, I used to be amazing at Call of Duty and shit. Fucking Valorant is a pain in the ass. Expect teammates to be in yeah, well, that's learning the strengths and weaknesses of your teammates, but that's about consistency too. You have to, for me though, I used to just have a crew of Destiny players, and it was always the same cats that were always fucking it up. Don't fuck with
Don't fuck with the healer. They can just troll you. And I've been known to do that back in the day. The fucking tank pissed me off, because we usually have 2 tanks, and I just bring them to the brink of death and then heal them full.
Like, yes.
And make them be like, why aren't you healing me? Why are you healing me? Like, I got you, bro.
Yes, I play this, and I would spend countless hours playing the Division. And that's bloody hell. Fucking, yeah. The Division 1 and 2.
I tried to get into that, but I'd never get past fucking really, like, the first 30 hours of it.
Man, you have to that gear grind is real too.
Yeah.
I used to I was a PvP junkie most of my life.
Same.
Oh, I selectively heal after shit talk.
Oh, it's a thing all healers will do.
I don't know.
You have the power. You have the ultimate power.
Well, like I said, core basic gameplay stuff for me lately has been where it's at, just because I don't want to have to think about all the other dumb shit. Like, I don't like Call of Duty anymore at all. I fucking hate that shit. Rainbow Six Siege is an amazing game. It's just become very toxic. I'm a very good Siege player, but fuck.
I've been a Rainbow Six over Call of Duty fan since Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Rainbow Six Siege is the shit, though, man. And have you guys played Ready or Not? That's a good one.
Nah.
It's like Rainbow Six Siege is fucking escalated realism.
Yeah.
But there's a new game that's like, he was talking about Tarkov. Greg, did you have Tarkov? No, you and I played PUBG.
I have it, but I didn't really like it.
Tarkov is an interesting. There's a one in space. There's like a Tarkov in space though that's out that I've been checking out, and that one looks pretty cool. It's free to play and it's not pay to win, and it's very much a Tarkov like PvE PvP mix kind of bag thing. Arma, dude, I fucking play Squad, bro. Arma 2 and Arma 3 got me into playing Squad, and Squad is one of my favorite fucking games of all time. And they just added amphibious vehicles to Squad, and it's fucking ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Duck quack videos fucking are the best. We had everybody quacking.
Dude, I had my stream deck, and we were all in the back of the fucking personnel carrier, and everybody's quacking, dude. It was the best. That was PvP. It's like, so when you play games like Tarkov, you insert into a map at some random spot, the goal is to get loot, but there's enemy scab players that are not players, that are NPCs or whatever, fucking, and then you have AI players, and then you have real players, and you never know who is what. G'day, Joe Rogan. What's up, Carbon Cage? How you doing, man? But it's so yeah. You go in, they insert you on a map. You're usually with yourself or a team or whatever, and then there's other teams, and then there's AI. So you have PvE, but then you have PvP, and ultimately you go get your loot, and then you got to try to get out somewhere with your shit without dying. And if you die, you lose everything you took in with you. So there's a high risk reward.
I love Battlefield.
Battlefield. Well, so Squad is like Battlefield done right. That's the best way I could tell. That's the best description I can give you of Squad. Squad is squad-based tactical combat done properly, versus Battlefield, which is 128 people just thrown at a map. It's just like yeet. Everybody goes every direction and does whatever the fuck they want. Squad's sick. If you guys haven't played Squad and you're into squad-based shooting, that's the shit. Literally.
I don't know, man. My little nephew gave me these fucking V-Bucks cards, so
fucking
right now it's
Fork
knife. It's about to go down to fork knife.
Tarkov is crazy as fuck. I love Tarkov. If you play, we'll have to link up. I have it, bro. I'm down to play it. I'm not very good at it, to be honest. I don't spend enough time on it to be good at it, but I enjoy it, and I don't give a fuck. So, if you want to hang out and go fucking get crazy, I'm down. But there is this new one. It's called God damn it! It's probably in my Google search here.
The old Googler.
The old Googler.
20. Oh, those are some big boys. Sorry, I'm like buying drone parts. my check just hit my bank account, so like I said, I got all these like electronics I feel the need to fucking build, so I'm buying a new frame and motors to slap this shit together.
What are you thinking?
I'm going super cheap, so I'm
Tarkov
getting
in space. If I Google Tarkov in space, it'll tell me what this fucking game is. I'm trying to think of
another Source One with the Emax Eco 2 motors.
Okay.
Fucking results. Tarkov but in space.
1700 kV.
It's the Cycle. It's called the Cycle. Nice. Yo, Vitrifly. The Cycle Frontier is the game. It's free. It's like Tarkov. It's in space. It's Tarkov in space. If you like Tarkov, check it out, and it's free. Your mileage may vary.
Kind of want to try the 1900s.
What frames are you building?
I'm just wasting money. Like I got those electronics.
Send me some packs. You want to waste money? I need packs. Anybody want to buy me some packs?
I could do a build, but I need a frame and some motors, so I was gonna go cheap with it and get like another Source One and some Eco 2 motors. Oh shit, this beer's all shook up. But yeah, I was trying to decide between 1700 and 1900 kV.
1900.
More power.
I mean,
everything else I got is 17, so I was thinking about trying the 19s.
Well, my advice is always buy a higher KV because you can always limit. So you can always reduce KV. You can never add KV.
Right.
So that's my theory.
Welcome back, Bugs.
If I'm not sure about like that decision, I just go with the higher ones and figure it out from there. Because like 2150, 2125 is getting a little high for success. Like, without having to at least know how to tune, generally speaking. You know what I mean? Like, like 1900.
I'm seeing that on this fucking Blackbird V3s.
1900 is kind of where that line begins, in my opinion, on 6S 5-inch. Like
the 2000 kV vrooms are real nice. I didn't really have to do shit to tune those.
But I think what they're doing with the 2505s, they're limiting your top end by nature of the actual fucking design of the motor, and so you're less.
You could feel it. If you go like back and forth between like the Blackbirds and that, you can feel that top end difference.
Well, you're less likely to have top end tuning problems if you fucking don't have it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If it's not there, you don't have to worry about it. 1960.
I think I should be good then. Pretty sure I got extra cameras and VTXs laying around.
I have plenty of analog shit, and I'm cobbling some digital shit together right now. But
do you? Spagoose is having a lot of problems with desyncs with those same motors. I don't know.
What, the
Vrooms.
Oh.
I've been having really good luck with them. I had some desyncs in the beginning when I first built it, but that was unrelated to the motors.
On KISS or Betaflight or Emu or whatever.
Betaflight.
On Betaflight.
Yeah, it was my issues was the gummies.
Gummies
they
and non-dampened. God damn. These are the things I wake up.
Dampen.
The things that Chad wakes up on the database. Dude, are my gummies too tight?
Yo, Chad.
What is
Chad,
up with this dampening shit, bro? Like, what are these dampened, dude? Like, what? Wait a minute. I haven't even like had coffee yet, bro. I'm trying to answer these questions. And it happens to be 1 in the afternoon too, so there's that. But you know, Suzzle is a great match for wasting money. Yo, I have so many people trying to give me credit cards right now, and I just won't. I'm just like, don't give me credit.
I wonder if there's any similarities between what you and Spagoose are doing to cause those desyncs, because Spagoose is having some fucking problems with that too.
Well, if you try the traditional shit like DMAG on high, you can fuck with timing, but auto timing should never desync unless
I left mine on auto for mine.
The problem is that when you start timing, you're basically just stepping up the frequency of the pulses that push the motor. You know what I mean? So like, and racers, I definitely think should spend time working with timing. I think for most people doing freestyle, auto is fine. Like, you can tune it if you want to, but like, it can cause other issues. DMAG compensation is generally my first thing that I would just, for quick fix, try DMAG high to see if you stop desyncing. If not, drop your PIDs. That's the second step, if nothing else. Because if your PIDs, especially if your gains are too high, you're trying to push the motor beyond what it can physically do, and it's going to desync. It's going to get out of synchronization. It ain't the motors that's fucking up. Is that the Radix 2, Spagoo?
Yeah, he's still having problems with that thing. Even after his gummies were undampened.
I mean, I love you guys, but I would have told him, I was like, don't buy that shit.
Bruh, I haven't had a single desync since that that initial day. And I fucking ripped that thing hard.
I love Brain FPV. I think that Martin and they've done amazing shit, like absolutely unquestionably amazing shit, and I love them. I think that with the advent of digital, though, what they brought to the table in certain regards, until that gets adapted into digital canvas modes, it doesn't have, it's kind of losing ground, so to speak, because everybody's going digital and canvas mode is a shit show right now.
Are you talking about 22, 23 motor timing? Have you tried auto on that build to see if it stops the desyncing, Spagoose?
Yeah, I mean, if you're running DMAG high and auto tune and you're still desyncing, then it's usually a PID or mechanical problem. Now, man, you got to turn that shit off. For real.
For real.
Non-dampening should be off.
I gotta hit Ryan up I'm good friends with Ryan.
Like, yo, change the words on this goddamn
what
setting.
What the fuck is going on with this? Seriously, this is the most confusing setting in BL Hilly of all time. Nobody knows what the off. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, so non-dampening
It's like a double
means
negative switch. I don't know what it's doing, dude. Like, what is the switch doing? Oh my god. For real, for real.
No cap.
No cap. I'm sad that Vitrify doesn't have his video on YouTube yet. Just saying.
Well, what do you think of Kiss, Vitrify? And what were you using before? I like Kiss. I've been using it for a couple of years. I'm finally starting to use something different for a change, though. See what disable not did I? You're using Betaflight. So what do you think of Kiss? Yeah, you could be getting a ground somewhere. Like we were talking about, the fucking screws are trying to fucking might be causing some sort of like ground or something like that. Fuck screws.
Well, one thing I was gonna
run screws,
say
sticky
is
tape everything.
All y'all that are using fucking fat DJI snail things, anything that's got any VTX that's got a metal casing, don't mount it to the carbon. Separate it, insulate it, because otherwise you're gonna ground the whole fucking frame. You're gonna make the whole frame ground, and can lead to very bad things. So that isn't thing. You can get current bleeding into the frame, fucking and causing all sorts of fucking random shit. Use TPU, use E-tape or something as an insulator. I've watched guys blow up their fucking voltage input to their air units by doing that.
I haven't
shit. Fat walk.
I used the alpha firmware for a little while. I didn't really like it though. But then again, I'm not as much of a tinker as some other people might be for that kind of stuff. So
I think KISS is a great platform. I hate the fact that people like UAV Tech diss it. I think it's ignorant.
I really like it, but
and you can put me on record. I don't give a fuck.
There's certain things I don't like about it. Too,
I'll fucking knock it down for not having black box all goddamn day. But like, you know what I mean?
Or like settings like motor output limits. I don't like that they don't have that.
Missing a few things, yeah.
Some ESC settings like ramp up power and like that stuff's not really controllable. You don't get
most of that shit you don't need to worry about for the ramp up power. In some cases, yes, you need to worry about ramp up power, but for most people flying freestyle 5-inch, there's absolutely no reason to even worry about it.
Makes a difference for the like Spang or something like that. It does. Bumping up from like default is like 50, bumping it up to like 70 makes a big difference for like fast direction changes constantly, and having it keep a nice and smooth response without washing out too much. I experienced that today because I was on 50% ramp up power when I first was using that quad, and then I bumped it up to 70, and it significantly improved
the person you want to talk to about
response on rewinds.
Should absolutely not affect prop wash handling. Ramp up power should not affect prop wash. Prop wash is almost 100% related to filter and determ. It's almost 100. That's the nature of a PID loop. But
changing that setting definitely improved some.
You might be just powering through prop wash better. I could see that at low. I can see how increasing your ramp up a little bit on low give you a little bit low end torque. You know, but the person to actually talk to about this is
Kiss can definitely
fucking
spang.
Ryan Harrell. That is the dude you want to talk to about these little tweaky things. I'm of the mindset you don't really need to worry about it. Like, yeah, it might give you a cunt hair of an itch. I think half of it's placebo, to be fair. But that's me. Without logging it and at least getting some idea of what the fucking quad is actually doing, it's hard to tell. With Kiss, that's a problem.
This is like mad easy to get flying well. And yeah, you can absolutely spang it. It's fucking responsive as shit.
You go back and look at our very first show we ever really did, Vince and Artie and myself and Deathbeard. We had Alexander Wolf and Alexander Fedorov on the show, and I want to bring them back actually soon. I think it's about due. Amazing conversation. Really fucking amazing conversation. Way Kiss, the general Kiss approach is pretty amazing, I think.
I just bought a new frame.
Bang ramping at 70 is super better.
I did it.
Spang, I think, like, unfortunately, like, I don't personally have enough. I'm not good at it, so I can't definitively say personally whether or not it really makes a difference. If you guys are saying
like
it does, then yeah.
Does. It improved the feel of the quad more than it already felt good. I mean, there were certain movements like where you want to like do a half turn into a split S, but like stall that split S and then come out of it. The ramp up power helps that transition period between where you stall and then eject back out. It seemed to really help that response.
I thought ramp up was only for literally starting the motors at the initial starting response, and the reason why you had ramp up was because bigger fucking motors needed more or less voltage to basically crank them up. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Like I said, Ryan Harrell is the man in that regard. If you ever want to pick a really bright person's brain and you can get a moment or two with Ryan, I highly recommend you talk to him. He's very.
I thought it was just to make those floppy props look cool, spinning up slow.
Well, that's that slow start.
That's slow start.
That's slow start. Yeah.
Which sometimes I haven't figured out slow starts fucking unreliability. Like sometimes it works really well, and sometimes like two props will spin up slow, and then two other props will spin up fucking fast, and you'll think there's a problem, but don't even fucking worry about it. So. Vitrifly, if you ever see that happen, don't fucking worry about it. It's just weird. I never figured that one out.
I finished 4-3 no voltage from Rush Stack. Had to go back to 4-3, reset up motors in wrong direction. Be like, really? Rush for me has been. I don't have any experience with their ESCs yet. I will try them at some point. For their VTXs, though, they were hit and miss. I had some that were absolute tanks, and I had some that blew up on hover. Like, when I first hovered the fucking quad, the VTX just blew up. So, TBS for analog video for me for life. But
Rush VTX, I've never used anything else besides TBS VTXs.
Yeah, I tried one time to get outside the box with Rush, and I had like...
Doesn't matter whether you use it or not. Vitrifly, I think it's just a fucking... little fun feature that they include.
I use TBS and I've had bad luck with Rush, but if I can't get TBS and I want to go to the cheap route, I do the AKK Race Ranger. You can get a 1 watt for $25.
Oh, slow start's not.
They're loud and dirty.
Literally
but
just
they
a
work.
checkbox you click. Unless you're flying Kiss and not FETEC. Are you flying FETEC or Kiss? Or like Fly Duino?
Oh, shoot. What time is it? We're going to have to get out of here pretty quick. It is way late. But we love you.
That's what happens when I join late, like every time show goes late.
Yeah, where's Gravy? Yeah, I'm talking about you, Matt. So Matt has a standing key, so he can always just come in. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just like the LED front plates. I only use it because I like the way it looks when it starts. So. Just like I like my LEDs. FATEC, yeah, it's just a checkbox. You don't have to set anything up. There's nothing you have to do other than just click the box in the FATEC ESC config.
Dude, this last weekend at the mall,
I think it's on by default, to be honest.
F-Core had LEDs on his quad, and it was great for like the other guys were trying to like follow him through the mall and shit. So it was like just follow the giant glowing LED.
Dude, wait till you see in real life the X-Class LEDs on my fucking 10s. Those on the Bandolero, they're fucking obnoxious. They're so bright, man. Like,
oh, I bet. Dude, yeah, that last time we went to the mall was insane. Like, I try and go with like a small crowd. We had like 10 people. I was like, whoa. Like, people I didn't know showed up and shit. Or not that I didn't know, were coming. But yeah, it was a good time. It's been crazy there. Like, 3 years ago, you couldn't even walk in that place without getting chased out. Like, as soon as security would hear you walk in. I've been there like 3 times in the last month now.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking awesome. It's only like 8 minutes away from here.
Wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Vigifly.
Yeah, we'll look
Thanks
forward
for
to it,
stopping in.
Vigifly. Most definitely fucking thanks for hanging out. We'll look forward to your video.
Should probably call it soon.
Yeah, we gotta call it our damn selves. It's about time to roll credits. But somebody here in the house is up. But all right. I think that's it. We love you guys.
My dudes.
Time for the credit roll. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you next week. And then 2 weeks we'll do live game quad, if I got it right. And we'll look to get demons in somewhere here between then. Alright, love ya. Bye.
Good night, guys. Bye.
I could do a fucking split at half. I could do a fucking split at half. Done a million times. I could do a fucking split at half. You pop out, and then roll, then that is split at fucking split at half. I could do a fucking split at half. You pop out, and then roll. I mean, pop it. You roll.
I don't buy
and
into
then
whatever
you go in
bullshit you're saying.
to the shit. Powerly, blind, powerly, then, powerly, blind, then. I could do a fucking split at roll, then. That is split at fucking split at. I could do a fucking split at. You pop out, and then roll. I mean, pop it.
That's pretty much the only trick that I know.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.